Oi, oi, oi. Hi Ian, and I am first like. Cheers, Scott. Thank you. I'm a little bit late this morning. Afternoon, Will. No worries, Amy. Hello, everyone. You lot got the day off today, then, have you? I've got to travel a bit today. So,
Don't say what it is, just in case, because it's private.
yeah, and I can't say because it's a bit private. I have to say later. So I'm just having my fag before, my cup of tea before I go. Yes, I have, yeah. Hello, Suzanne. Nice to see you. I don't know, it's all the regulars, eh? You're as mental as I am. That's it. Look at that. 7 of you on 4 likes. Ah, yeah. Thanks, Warren. We're trying to get that trending. So you know when we have a break in the line and a break in the signal and all the rest of it, and off you go and you do some posts and things like that. Would you mind putting that hashtag in? Hi, David. So, as much as possible, if you could use that hashtag. Hi, Danielle. We'd like to have a go at getting that hashtag trending, if that's possible. We're in all the main nationals online, over 50 papers online now. So we're up to about 50 or 60 or something. It's got so many, I'm losing track. But we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. Oh yeah. We've is that the advert? Yeah, we've had an advert. Ailey did us an advert. It's fantastic. Morning. One sec. Look at that, 14 people on already. That's not bad going. Hello, Chloe. How are you? Nice to see you. Just caught me. It is, isn't it? It's brilliant. It's a brilliant advert. They're going to try and put that together at they've speeded it up a little fraction, and they're going to try and put it on the beginning of the volunteers' YouTubes. So so then it'll get seen lots and lots and lots more when as the beginning of the clip for all the different 10 clips we put up all the time, if you've seen them all and watched all these coins going out. Now I am going to lose signal. There's David J. Well done, David J. I love it when the carrots disappear. I know, it was great, wasn't it? It's excellent. I love it. Excellent. Still open. I'm selected. Sent a message to John. Yep. Don't worry, Scott. It's not going to be as mad and rushed as the last one. The last one, everything was rushed because we want to get them out. But, you know, the Gruffalo will be a little bit more organised. Hello, Madeleine. How are you? Look at that. First voucher code. FRI 11215. There you go. £3 off. Spend £4 or more. Get yourself an extra raffle ticket. Now then. Oh, there is a couple of things to tell people. So, hello, Phil. There is a couple of things to tell people. There are bits and pieces on our site. You remember, for those of you that were with us when we had an eBay account, everything that was synced between eBay and our site, and we had a sale on a percentage off, 15%, something like that, 20%, and then we cut the link, didn't we? Once we cut the link, that was already on. So there are some things that have to go up a little bit. You know, you'll see things. My prices, as you know, are always end in 95. So if there's something for 251, 236, anything ending in 51 or 36 and things like that will go up slightly. Just bear that in mind, because you know, as and when we notice them, we'll put them up. Hello, Barry. Nice to see you. Pardon me. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? We've hit 1,500 subscribers now, which is really, really good. So can't grumble with that. Can't grumble with that at all. And we've got 19 people watching, 20 people watching. We've got 12 likes. So we'll do the same as we did yesterday. Pardon me, and see if that improves things or not. So you know, give you a little participation as well. So when we get to 25 of either, one of you watching, actually watching, will get 25 quid. And if you sort of get ready to organise that, Warren, as and when, then I can we can hit a number and I can say, right, off you go. So get in there. Yeah, get in there. Thank you. Seems to be a lot of posts going out. I haven't had any communications, so I don't know what's happening as far as the others are concerned. But I do, from what I understand, there are posts going out all over the place. That's one you could actually, thinking about it, we could be a little bit crafty there, because no one's liking you putting on our links, are they? They're not liking that, and so they're deleting them. So what can we do in order for them not to delete them? The hashtag might work. If you go putting the hashtag up, that could mean anything. Watch out for the wabbit, that could mean anything. Brilliant. Glad you got a couple through the post. Pardon me. So one thing we could do is play a little bit crafty and just post a hashtag and not post a link to our site or anything like that. Take a screenshot of a link and post as a picture. That's one thing that you could do. Anything you like, but it's the hashtag. Yeah, use the advert. That's a good one, Suzanne. You could always post the advert on different places and put the hashtag with it. I think the hashtag is in the title of the advert now, I think. So, yeah, that's a good idea. We was up to 24 people watching then. Oh, we nearly got there. Hashtag GMTV this morning, change check enrollment. That's excellent, that's excellent. There's 26 people watching now. So, I'll hand that over to you then, Warren, for a minute. And we've hit 26, so you do your thing, and then you let me know when you've got a winner, and that person's just won 25 quid, and that's one of the people that's watching right now. Sorry about the movement of the camera, but you know I don't like the smoke on camera. Now, I've got to get myself ready. I like it. I like it. You people are so creative. You know, give people a bit of rope, they can just be so creative. Right, we've got to take that parcel. I've got to take them. Okay. I'm just going to let you watch the garden for a minute and the pond, if that's all right. It's got to be better than watching a blank wall while you do all that lot, because we need to keep it live, don't we? So have a little bit of this just for a little while I get myself ready. Yeah. And off we go. Right. Right then. I'll see you later. See you Monday. Remember, I did tell you. Remember? No. There's a big do going on tonight. There's a big do going on tonight at Armstrong. There's a presentation for Calvin.
You did mention the event, yeah.
Yeah. So much. I got to end it after the last week.
Yeah, because you weren't invited.
Apparently what we thought.
It's apparently just all that, all information out on Facebook, but it's just all that you. That's what it's supposed to be. Watching videos, not on the car. where's Fran?
She's coming back. She's not coming. Should be back in.
So she's working.
I don't think it's working. I think on Friday she tends to go off to because of supervision that she does. Something else, so she needs to do that. So she'll be back at some point today. I'll be back tomorrow and then pick up with you all on Monday.
Right.
If you wrap coins and that and then print off a separate invoice because there's prints to do, just leave the paperwork on that book and then it's out your way.
What I think we do is just put everything together and need something.
Yeah.
Like if there's something missing or whatever, and then bag everything up tomorrow. You get the bulk of it up, it doesn't lose anything.
Yeah, you won't get rid of it.
No, Monday, I think it says Thursday.
Well, I mean, if you've got like, if there's a parcel to send off to somebody and all it's missing is a couple of prints, then send the parcel off and print
Right, so
another
these are
invoice.
coins.
Okay. Alright then. Cool. Anything else for
But
me?
there's still 70 odd orders on them anyway, so we're going to get everything done.
No, I don't think we'll get everything done, but everybody knows expects us to stuff next week. Anything else before I go?
I'll probably think of something in the office. Like I say, I really am.
Alright then.
Oh yeah, perhaps you might like to consider while you're on the like room day canvas.
Okay.
See if you can strike a deal. Let me know.
Oh,
And I think it's worth a phone call and a chat and negotiation rather than.
well that's how we've done it before.
Yeah, I
If
know.
I phone him, I've got to cut off what I'm doing. If I do anything on the phone when I'm on, just send him an email and say what we said, and he'll come back and say what we've got to give him, and then let's get it done. Right then. FRI, capital letters, 1130. FRI, capital letters, 1130. Tablets, keys, money, stone and stuff. See you later, Casper, be a good boy. Be a good boy. Hey, be a good boy. See you later. And we've got a charging thing as well, brilliant. This is going to be interesting. I've never done one on the move. I've only just started doing these.
Really?
We've never done one on the move. Yeah. Ready?
There's water down there this morning.
Water down there, lovely. And we are on. Yeah, there we go, we've reconnected. Hi Ian and peeps, hi Jack. That little cock up yesterday, that's been sorted for you. We're going to probably have issues. Ah, okay. Well, if there's, those voucher codes, by all means use them. So, did we have a winner there, Warren? It was Mark, was it? Well done, Mark. Now, look at that. See, look, we've hit 27 likes now, so I've got to give you another 25 quid, haven't I? So, where you go, Warren? We'll do that one. Hello, Reef. Nice to see you. So things are going really, really well. If you haven't seen the advert, we've got a new advert that's been made for us. Have a little look at that. It's on our Facebook page. It's also on our YouTube. It's an excellent little advert as it happens. Three lovely princess Christmas presents. Yeah. Hi, Hannah. Brilliant. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Get hold of them. Fantastic Christmas presents. Whoever you give them to will be absolutely over the moon. And you will have saved quite a bit. Look at that, we're up to 29 likes, we are. There you are. It's cool. Well, I do have to find a better way of like using my camera instead of holding it in front of me all the time.
Got an idea.
Yeah?
Go to a garage or Tesco's. There's Tesco's up here, aren't there?
Yeah, there's a Tesco's at Dorchester.
I've got an idea.
Alright then, do you want to say hello? That's Harry.
Hi.
That's one of my sons, H. He's my chauffeur. Everybody hit the like and share. Love the advert, especially when Peter Rabbit is hopping through the grass and munching the carrots. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Absolutely great. I'm so over the moon with that advert. It's brilliant. And if you want to see some of the articles as well, we've got articles that are being written. There's so much happening so fast, it's so difficult to keep up. We've got Mick writing articles. Hi Harry, look at that. Hi Harry. Everybody saying hello. They're fantastic, they are. Great people.
Looks like we spent most of the journey on that because of it's about 4 hours.
Is it?
Apparently.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so once so we've got all the publicity in the moment on a Peter Rabbit. We do need to get that advert on TV. I wish I had that kind of money. What we need is we need one of the news people to put it on TV. Lorna says hello.
Hello.
We need to somehow get it on TV. Wouldn't that be fantastic? So, you know how I like to try and help you out and get you in the know and all that, Harry. Your old man's a chip off the young block. See, Harry doesn't really know much about what's been going on because we've not caught up in the last 2 weeks. And as you know, the last couple of weeks has just totally exploded. So most of my family have got no idea. You know more than most of my family know. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, about the insider trading, right, and all that. You know how we like to sort of all these people, wherever's, they get all the insider trading, they start to make bundles. Yep, I don't like it. And then they all make bundles and all getting all this insider knowledge, and we're all out there thinking, oh, wouldn't it be nice if we got it? Well, you know, we have now. We've now done something that is going to give you advanced knowledge every single time. Every time. You're part of Ian's little club now. So, when I got something to say, you find out about it first. Don't you? So, as you know, the Peter Rabbit, that's up and going and running, and we've got all the publicity and all of that. Once the last Peter Rabbit video goes up, which will be over the next couple of weeks, because we've already got another 20 or so going up, 30 going up. Now, once that last video goes up, I then officially announce the Gruffalo, so we keep the momentum going. And what I'm going to try and do, this is going to be a difficult manipulation job, this is, but I'm going to try and totally openly manipulate the Royal Mint's advertising budget. Because we haven't got the money to advertise the Gruffalo, but the Royal Mint they've already earmarked, they have a budget every single time they release a coin, and they're going to be paying for the Gruffalo to get released on TV, in the papers, in the back of the Sunday papers, everything. If we get all of those Peter Rabbit coins out fast enough and we can launch the Gruffalo, then essentially the Gruffalo 2, which is the next one that's coming out, will be riding on the back of our publicity which will be riding on the back of their publicity and the money that they're paying for the publicity for the Gruffalo. Because what I've worked out very quickly is that from now on, there will never, ever, ever be an article written about the 2019 Peter Rabbit from any newspaper anywhere in the country. They will never write an article about that without mentioning the Great British Coin Hunt. If you think about it from a journalistic point of view, you cannot from now on mention that coin without mentioning this stunt. So we will be forever twinned with that coin.
Brilliant parking.
No good. We would be forever twinned with that coin, forever, for always. And every time they write an article about our Peter Rabbit and what we're doing, the Mint gets advertising. Because if you look at any of those, brilliant, thanks, Lighty. He's posted the link for you to go and watch the advert. Every time, if you look at any of the adverts, any of the articles that have been written about us, you'll see that somewhere in that article it mentions the royalties, right? And that's our article, but it's the Royal Mint. So and then I noticed that another article was written.
Give me 5 minutes, I'll be back.
Yeah. And noticed another article was written that had absolutely nothing to do with us. Somebody sent it to me. This article had nothing to do with us. It was to do with the Royal Mint. It was to do with the sale of a silver Peter Rabbit or whatever it was. But the information in it had nothing whatsoever to do with us whatsoever. And then all of a sudden, halfway down the article, they start talking about the Peter Rabbit stunt that we're doing. It has been. It's brilliant. Thank you, Susie. So, one can learn from that very quickly and realise, because and honestly, integral, fired up. Two lots of people have got to be kept fired up. You, the customers, I've got to keep you fired up, but I've also got to keep the press fired up. If the press keep fired, they know. That's signal, sorry about that. So, anyway, you're getting the drift, right? Hopefully you're getting the drift. So, if I'm not going in and out of signal too much for you. So what does this mean? Well, what this means is we need to let you know as soon as possible what that next coin's going to be. Because I've now devised a system, especially on how to pay for it without any partner involvement or whatever, which is that we will sell X amount of coins at $29.95, exactly the same as the Gruffalo. And a moment that the Gruffalo is launched, we put the price up to $49.95 and everybody knows it. So now, if we haven't sold the rest of those Gruffalos by the time we launch the Gruffalo, the moment we officially launch it, the price goes up to $49.95. That means everybody has made an immediate £20 profit that bought into that coin, because it won't be reduced. And I won't be doing like deals on it. We've done that to get things going. Now we've got things going, the snowball can take care of itself. So, that's what we've done, right? So now you've got the Gruffalo, and now you know that the Gruffalo's coming out. You know the Gruffalo's going to go up with the letter of provenance to 50 quid the moment. And we was talking about this, we had a big conversation last night. And the thing about the buying and the selling of the coins is, and this is where these coins that you're buying off me with that silly little letter of provenance comes in, is that you've already got people on eBay going, I found this coin in my change, I got this coin out of a vending machine. And as you quite rightly pointed out, and as we all quite rightly pointed out, we all knew right from the beginning, well done Hannah, right from the beginning, we all knew get up to about, go up a bit.
There's another one there. Behind this bit here. See the reflection? This thing?
Yeah.
That's it, yeah, you can tighten that.
Wait.
That in theory should be alright, I think.
And we are back.
Try that.
So, can you see me all right, or is it chopped my head off?
I think it's loading.
So, are we back on? We're nearly back on again, hopefully. Has it chopped my head off? Do I need to go higher? I think we're on. You are back, yes. Has it cut my head off, or can you see me okay?
What's that spinning?
That's the buffering. It says there, reconnect. And we've got a bit of a dodgy signal for the first few miles. Now 13, so back properly. Okay, cool. What we got to do is, can't stop long, but I thought I would quickly pop in to say hello. Nice one, Coins and More, thanks very much. I was putting one of your parcels. Where are we going? I'm not allowed to say actually, just in case.
Just in case people watch the video.
Yeah, just in case. Just in case. If you can hear me, just in case somebody's watching the video and it'll ruin a surprise, so I can't tell you. Where's the top of your head? Okay, so that's not working.
Yeah, instead of you doing what you need to do,
Yeah,
unclip that bit and then just move the thing up.
that's what we need to do. We need to unclip that bit. Move the suction.
I don't know, the suction bit's at the bottom. Pull that up. Be right. Maybe wet it with his finger.
Yeah, I'm just trying to go how high we've got to take it. Up there. Dropped it. Come on, what's going on here?
Basically, look, it's this arm. It's this arm that's in the way. I don't think that's caught it. It's this, yeah. You need to undo that.
Bear with me. This ain't
Do
right
that bit,
either.
Let the arm go, that's it. Pull the arm out. Pull the arm down a bit, and then you can free up that space. That's what you need to do. You tighten it up in there.
Oh,
That's it.
we need to free up that space. What a numpty. And what's this one do?
Don't worry about the other one. Just don't worry so much about that at the moment.
Okay. Ha.
Then release the suction. So release it.
I came home from work, there was firemen around. They said we couldn't save it. Your house just burnt down, mustn't grumble. Mustn't grumble. I said, that's all right.
You just want to do it slightly. That's it.
Don't worry, mate. The bathroom needed painting. It went half in a state. Mustn't grumble. Oh, I've dropped the screw now. Mustn't grumble. The screws come out. The screw that held the whole thing together. It's all bollocks. It's all busted. We've got to go to a post office.
I think we go to the
No, John ain't doing it. Oh, now I can't find it. I just broke it.
You won't.
I have. The nuts come out of it. It won't screw up now. I've just broke it.
Brilliant.
Now I can't make it work. Oh, I should have had me just left it with my head cut off, shouldn't I? Why did I do it? Why did I touch it? Gonna hang down a minute.
Don't do that.
This has got to be the worst video you've ever watched. Don't fall in there. The screw and the nuts come out. It's messed up now. Now what am I going to do? I have to take it off there. Well, I can at least use it like a handle.
Well, we're gonna fix it.
That didn't work. Harry's going to try and fix it. I think he's going to struggle. Yay. Reconnecting.
Take this out.
That's alright for a minute.
Hold on. You deal with your stream.
I deal with my stream.
What do you mean?
Yeah, where's the screw though? So, the nuts come out of the thing that was holding the phone onto the window. I broke it.
Oh, you wanker.
See? You hear that?
I had it.
You nearly got it. Oh, Jesus.
Right.
We're getting there slowly.
Right, where is it? Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah. Am I allowed to smoke by the
Sit
way?
up, sit up.
I can sit down and see it a bit. Yeah, why didn't I think of that before? Look at that, you clever man. That's what you have children for, they're cleverer than you.
What smokers in?
Yeah, am I allowed to smoke?
Yeah, we'll have to open the window up though.
Yeah,
They
cool.
might not hear you.
Oh yeah. Alright.
Unless you want to get out and have a quick bag.
Well, let's have a little puff here. Let's get a cup of tea, have a little puff here and then we're on. We're on our way then.
Get a cup of tea, there's nothing in.
Yeah, there, by the side of you. Just there.
Got change.
Just normal cup of tea. Have I got change? Did you hear that? Have I got change? Yeah. I happen to have a Peter Rabbit 2019 in my pocket, which I can't... For £1. I've still got one in my
Any
pocket.
notes?
I ain't used it yet. No, I haven't got any notes whatsoever. I've got to get some. Got to go to the machine. I'm waiting on this lot giving me a bit of money. You ain't giving me enough money this morning. How am I going to pay for this tonight? FRI 1100. FRI 1100. £3 off. Spend £4. It'll give you a raffle ticket in the drawer. That's why these vouchers are brilliant. Because it means, right, what does it mean? It means you're buying a raffle ticket for £1, doesn't it? Spend £4. Get £3 off. Go and find a coin for £3 or £4. Get £3 off per £1 towards it. You've got the coin and a free raffle ticket. Anyway, I was giving you some information, wasn't I? And now we've got a signal for a minute. You really need to listen to this, right? This is the plan. And this is the plan for you to have insider trading. And you're going to love it. It's so simple. We've got the papers going, got you going. Peter Rabbit is almost done and dusted. Once we've got the last video up there, that's it. Our job's done. Newspapers will keep it going. You'll keep it going. Public will keep it going. And on it will go. That story will run and run and run and run and run. But my job finishes when that last video goes up, doesn't it, when you think about it? Hello, Andy. So, when the last video goes up, I launch the Gruffalo. The moment I launch the Gruffalo, the price of the Gruffalo coins for letter of provenance goes up to 50 quid. And I was mentioning the people that are selling them already. There's people saying they've found them. It's all very well people finding them and all the rest of it and saying they've got it, whatever. Nobody will know whether it's real. The people that have got one with a letter of provenance, even though that letter of provenance is crappy.
Bloody pain in the arse, you are.
I am.
Yeah.
Why, what happened?
Well, minimum cards are £5, a T's £1.30.
Oh.
30p pissing short.
Oh, hang on.
No, it's right, I've got to change it back.
Have you? Minimum card moments are £5. I only want a cup of tea. So where was I? Keep losing track, and this is so important. So, all that goes on. My job finishes. My job starts again immediately. We relaunch the Gruffalo. Now my job starts again. Boom, boom, boom. Get it all going, right? Once that's done, price of the Gruffalo goes up to 50 quid. All of you lot that have bought into it have immediately made 20 quid. And you're going to make a lot more, right? Well, you know, now you're starting to believe me when I said to you before, these coins are going to go for 100. These are going to be worth 100 quid. And you buy into this, you're going to get something that's worth 100 quid. And it's really sceptical, quite rightly so. You're not sure, quite rightly so. But now we've shown you, proved you in front of your eyes. You've seen it yourself. You're with me every day. You're watching this happen, as I am, unfold in front of your eyes every day. So, as soon as those Gruffalos are sold, the minute those Gruffalos are finished and sold, I will put up the listing. Lorna J, just won 100 quid. I will put up a listing for the next coin. And you know that in advance. And you're going to get used to, as I am, you're going to get used to the system. And our system's going to be, we launch a coin, we do all the publicity, get it all going, blah, 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 blah. As soon as that coin is sold out, our members now know what the next coin's going to be. So you can get in there quick and buy it. And that's the whole idea of getting this started with, in case you're wondering, why did Ian put it up for $29.95? And why is he putting an extra 20 quid on it the moment it goes out? Doing that for you. Two reasons. One, it entices you to buy, gets you to buy into that special club. So every time we do it, boom, you're in there, we sell out. That's the plan. Number two, if I accomplish the first part of the plan, number two means if I sell out, what you've bought goes up in value. The moment it sells out, remember? Supply and demand. You know, if the demand is there and there's no supply, then the price of those items goes up because you've only got the ones that are out there. And there are only 200 Gruffalos with a letter of provenance. So no matter what anybody gets and finds and all the rest of it, and even if they've got one and you get it for a £5 or someone sells it and someone else buys it for a £5, no one will ever know, which is part of the farce of it all, no one will ever know whether that coin actually did come out of circulation or whether somebody was just decided it was a good idea to rough one up and pretend it came out of circulation. You know, especially if the roughed up ones end up becoming more valuable than a brand spanking new one in a packet. You know, people will do that. But the one thing that they can't forge is a letter of provenance. That's why there are less letter of provenances. Got it? And I think there's something like 70 or 80 odd Gruffalos left to sell. The moment they're all gone, I will tell you what the next one's going to be, and you're going to get the jump on everybody else. So when I list the next one and I go, right, there's X amount available, we sell 50 overnight. And then the next one will sell 100 overnight. when we get to about coin 6 or 7, what you're going to find is every time we do it, we'll probably sell all the ones we're selling overnight because we've attracted that much publicity. And people get used to what we're doing. Thanks. I just had that long enough to have a little smoky Joe's with.
Have you not had smoke yet? No, I've got to have a cup of tea, but
The thing is,
you can make it down with a journey go twice as long, you really can.
I just have half of it. I hate travelling. I really, really hate travelling. I had the chance of going with Fran to Greece. Not a chance, don't want to go. I love to see my family. I do. I miss them so much, but I hate the travelling. Especially now, because of the illnesses. I hate the travelling. Now, Warren, how many £25 did we give away today? Have we given away one £25 today, or have we given away 2? Look, you didn't go to Greece, look at what you got up to instead. I know. And I'm still in the doghouse. She's not happy with me. Oh, I've given away 2. All right then. So your target now is 50. Right? So if you want to really, 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 really help, which I know you really, really do, and you're obviously enjoying, I don't know why, because I honestly, I just still can't get my head around it yet. I will do eventually, but I can't get my head around it yet. You know, there's all you people out there watching me talk drivel, watching me on a journey, watching me around the house, watching me pond, all that business. You know, I don't quite compute all that yet, but I will get there. But what your little job for me and for you, and this is a job for me and for you, because every little bit of help you give us with this increases the value of the coins that you've bought off me. So every time you put a post up, every time you do the hashtag, every time you refer a friend, every single time you do anything from now on, if you're one of the people that bought into that, the packaging or the coin, for either of those two, if you're one of the people that bought into that, anything you do can only increase the value of your coin. Telling more and more people about what's going on can only increase the value of your coin. Yeah, hello Jack. You know, so when we go offline, when you lose me, when I walk out the room and all that, and it starts getting really boring because you're watching my paint on my walls or an empty room or whatever, that's the moment when I disappear. That's the moment for you to go, right, I'm going to go and do my bit now. He's gone for 10 minutes. I'll go and do a couple of posts, go on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere, anywhere you can. Change checker, Royal Mint, give it all to them, give it to them all. And post and post and post, and then come back. Because while I'm off, you want to try and get the likes up, so that when I come back, you can go, oi, Ian, look, you owe us another 25 quid. And then I can look and go, oh yeah, so I do. See what I mean? Know what I mean? It works. Oh, you're so sweet. To join late, I was busy helping. Oh. And what we're going to show all the way through, right, all the way through, that you can do good, honest business. Like your banter. You know, people can do honest business. I've been convinced for years and years and years that the only mistake Bill Clinton ever made, and I think he's one of the best presidents to come along in recent years so far for America, the only reason I think that Bill Clinton didn't get a full 8 years is because he lied. If he hadn't have lied, if he'd have told the truth and said, yeah, I let my guard down, yeah, I sort of crumbled, I'm a man, I'm sorry, might be the head of the biggest country in the world, but I'm really sorry, I fucked up. Oh, I messed up. I think the entire country would have forgiven him. Advert is mega, love it, excellent. I think the entire country of America would have forgiven him. I really believe that. But he didn't. And he got shafted. And I think what we're doing is only going to come back on certain other people because it's going to be shown that some big business practices are not too clever. Like those horrible, stinking, deceiving, money-grabbing letters and emails that you get telling you from various retailers, whoever those retailers are, you know, I'm not just picking on them. It doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter whether it's collectible cups. It doesn't matter if it's collectible whiskey. It doesn't matter what it is. You get an email or a letter from anybody telling you, I'm selling out fast. You need to buy my stock. I'm selling out fast. Quick, 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 before somebody else buys it. You know it's the biggest load of waffle going. It's rubbish. It's lies. And anybody that bought into that is entitled to get their money back if they wanted their money back. If you look at past advertising, one penny more than the voucher. I think Fran was 200 quid, wasn't it? Yeah, they always come in. So that's what I think.
Ask them what their favourite apple is. Are we going to get going in a minute?
Oh, yeah, ready when you are. Ooh, that back window's open. So we're off and running again. 38 likes. And remember, you see, you get people over, they come over and you get them to like the page and then they go off again and they don't stay. You're going to benefit from that because you get the likes up by another 12 and one of you that he's on is going to win another 25 quid. And if we get this game right, you're going to find that you're going to get people winning it over and over and over and over again. Fran was 100, I think, and I Love My Mum was £200. Oh, okay. You know. And if when you're using them vouchers, you're thinking like, I feel a little bit bad here because I feel like I'm getting too much bang for my buck. Well, you can do something about that. You don't have to spend exactly what the voucher is. You can spend 20 quid over if you want. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it? We've got 24 people with 8 likes.
Okay, so now picture 24 people standing right in front of you, and you're standing on the stage. It's a lot of people.
It is. It is. Now, I know I can talk for England. I think I proved that in a talkathon. So, yeah, I do. It's just going to go in and out. We're going to come up to a spot in a minute where we're going to come past our old MP's place, Richard Drax. Richard Drax is a Conservative MP, and
It might not take us that way.
oh, it might not take us that way.
But yeah.
But you're driving along. And imagine now, as we're driving along, right, imagine this. Now we're doing about 80 mile an hour at the moment,
No,
right?
we're not. We're on a public highway, we're 70.
We're 70, we're on a public highway, we're doing 70 mile an hour. So, when I say go in a minute, imagine that is the start of Richard Drax's property, right? Big wall running along the side of the road, right? Go. And as we're talking now, all of this, this entire length, 70 mile an hour we're doing, and believe me, this entire length, all the time I'm talking, big long brick wall, more, probably up to about this bridge, so a bit more. All of this is his wall, all the way around his property, up to about here, that much, right? Conservative MP is. It's one of the biggest landowners there is around here, huge estate, massive estate, and his entire family's money come from slavery. That's where it all came from. They got rich out of slavery. And I just, you know, I have sort of thoughts about that, and I think, well, you could say on the one hand, that was then and this is now, but then on the other hand, I bet there's descendants of those people that were slaves, where they got the money from. I bet they've got descendants that skin and can't feed themselves, and here he is, still living on the proceeds of it, and has the cheek to become an MP. And I tell you for why I don't like him. I've met him, and I don't like him. Told him to his face I don't like him. When I ran the bankruptcy project, he promised to come and help us, gave me his word he would come and help us, and he lied. And I caught him walking past the shop one day. We had a charity shop, and I caught him walking past the shop, and he was canvassing with two people who were councillors. One was a councillor and the other one wanted to be a councillor, and the three of them were out canvassing together. And I came out and I caught him, right? And I said, oi, oi, Mr. Drax, wait up, you promised to come and see us. Oh, blah, 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 what was it about? So I had a moment there on the pavement to tell him what we was about. We're trying to help people that back on their feet that were on their arse, right? These are his words. Hi, Belfast. These are his words, I kid you not, these are his words. One can't put one's name to those kinds of people. And that resonated with me. Now, one can't put one's name to those kinds of people, right? One of the councillors, one of the people that he's knocking on doors with, one of these people, I just handled their bankruptcy for their business. I was in the middle of handling their bankruptcy for their business and saving their arse. And this is one of the people that's knocking on doors with him. But he don't know that, and I can't say because of data protection, so I can't say anything, and I think you cheeky butt, I think you cheeky, naughty man, you know, and I'll think, well, I'd love to give you, say a little bit more, but I couldn't. You know, that's why I don't like him, because he hasn't got a moment, he hasn't got a fraction of a moment for people that are on their arse. Because look at that, 10 more likes and you get, no, it was me, Belfast. If that happens, I do apologise. Oh crikey, we did half lose some watchers. Yeah, I'm so sorry, the phone went, and of course I'm doing this on my phone.
Do it on the do not disturb on.
How'd you put that on?
Okay, top left, top right is it? There you go. Press do not disturb.
Blue one?
No, down. The button.
Moon?
Yeah, that's it. Get rid of that.
Okay. That means we won't get any more phone calls. So I'm really sorry about that. If the phone goes, when I'm using the phone, you lose the screen. But should be okay now, yeah. Oh, cool. So yeah, so that's why I don't like him, because he's a naughty fibber, and he hasn't got time for people who haven't got this. He's only got time for people who've got that. He ain't got time for anybody that ain't got that.
We've done questions and answers with people. Get to ask questions.
And I've always found that, like, you know, if you get 1,000 people back on their feet, Imagine 1,000 people that haven't been able to go out with their partner for dinner. They can go out once a month. Right, you've got about 200,000 going into the restaurant community. Then you've got the 20 grand going into the taxi community. Then you've got another, you know, maybe a pint in the pub on the way there or back. Another 20 grand a month goes into the local, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's a lovely thing to do, Hannah. Good for you. So and if you did that in every town in the country, it wouldn't take long before you got the economy back on its feet. It's not hard. Ian for Prime Minister. Vote for Ian, whatever parties. I'm in the Labour Party now, I think. Never joined a party before, but I joined them last year. I wouldn't have anything to do with them while What's His Chops was there. That other fibber. Naughty man. He had the Chancellor Browning, the one who took us to war with Iraq, him. Little fella. Blair. Tony Blair. Yeah, naughty man. Sold our country down the river. They knew 6 months before we were going to have that crash. They knew. And no one asked a question. And I was talking to people all over the place. People were thinking I was off my trolley. I'm going, hang on a minute. Since when does a flipping Prime Minister suddenly go, do you know what, everybody? I think I've had enough now. I think I might retire. And I think I'll just pass it over to the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Who has ever done that? Who would do that? No Prime Minister would do that. No one works hard all their life in politics to attain the job of Prime Minister and then decides they're going to give up. Nobody does that. The only reason he passed it over to Gordon Brown in the first place was because Gordon Brown and him knew we were heading for a crash. And Tony Blair was the wrong person to have in power when we crashed. The best person to have in power was Gordon Brown, the money man. That's who you need in power when it crashes. You need someone who understands the finances. And Blair was able to walk out of it unscathed, knowing full well that Gordon Brown would just take all the flack, which he did. So wrong that was. And I see that coming. I saw it coming. And I knew we was headed to crash. That's not long after that we lost our house. You know, but we get sold down the river so many times by these people. Shady. You know, now you're sort of hearing stories about, what is it, the Cameron? Oh, he's coming out now, starting to tell the truth. Oh, because I need to make some money, so I'll tell the truth. If I tell the truth, people will give me a load of money for writing a book and making a film.
The Queen's quite annoyed at that.
Yeah, I'm glad she's annoyed at that, so she should be. Secret letters, it would be quite great. Yeah. So she should be annoyed.
What do you think to Boris?
Boris should be fired. He just lied to the Queen. I had a lot of time for Boris. You know, I'm not a conservative, but if I was a conservative, I always said I vote for Boris because, you know, he's likeable, the people like him, and he looks like he's coming across and telling the truth. Standing as an MP down the road from me in Sevenoaks. Oh my God, how the mighty have fallen. Cameron standing for a basic MP's job. It's like the man that runs a nightclub comes back 2 years later and he's a barman. They are all liars, they're all out for themselves. And we buy into it. You know, you bought it, I bought it. 350 million a week it's going to save the NHS if we come out of the euro and all that. We bought into it. It's all rubbish, all lies. And we haven't, unfortunately, got a law that says if you tell lies in your flipping whatevers, yeah. It's just that we haven't got a law that says if you tell lies on your election campaign, you're going to prison. We've got laws that say you can't tell these lies, and we've got laws that say you can't spend too much and you've got to have your figures straight and all the rest of it. But what we haven't got is we haven't got a consequence. They have no consequence. Tell a lie publicly on your campaign trail, you go to prison for 2 years. Boom. Consequence. No one will ever tell a lie again on a campaign. Ever. That's our fault, because we put them in power, they make the rules, they make the laws, and no one ever goes in there and makes it honest. Be nice, wouldn't it, if someone did that for a change? 8 likes, look at that. We're going to lose signal in a minute. This is Richard Drax's property. We're going past. Yeah, this is his property. We've been going past it for a couple of minutes, and we're still, I missed that one, and we're still going past it now. Coins, man, coins. Give advice on 2p's. Yeah, stop being political, man. Quite right. I was just bubbling, waiting for somebody to ask me a question. 2p's. 2p's. If it's got the words new pence on it, it's worth about 600 quid. Most of them have got the word 2 pence on it. The reason for that is because in 1971 it was the new pence, and when they made them it was new pence, and by the time they got there they decided, well, it's not new pence anymore, it's just 2 pence. So they changed it to 2 pence, but some of them got new pence on in 1983. They're the ones that are worth a lot of money. 1983 2p's. And I can't remember all the dates now because there is more proof years with the 2p's. Hello, Scott. There's more proof years with the 2p's. I think you got 83, 84, is it 85? I can't remember. It's a couple. The other night, purse full at the moment. Alright, the 20p's you want to look out for are...
Dateless.
Get a bit of paper. So I'll give them to you in date order, right? The 20p's you want to look out for are 1984, 1985. 1984, couple of quid. 1985, 3 quid. 1986, 15 quid if it's in good condition, between 5 to 10 quid if it's in crap condition. Even a 1985 is worth £1 if it's in crap condition. Friday, FRI 1130, FRI 1130, capital letters. 3 quid off when you spend 4 quid or more, and that gives you a free entry into the raffle, which will be in 5 minutes time. And someone will get 100 quid. So 1986, proof year. Crap condition, 5 to 10 quid. Good condition, 12 to 15 quid. Uncirculated, mint condition, 15 to 20 quid. That's where you are on that one. 91 and 92, a couple of quid each. It's just a little bit difficult to find. 92 is the baby that you've got to check and double check, because the head is slightly smaller on one of them. They made two. They made what we call a large head and what we call a small head. And if you've got the small head and the large head together, you can sort of see the difference. But the way that I used to look at it and find it was that on the sort of neck comes to a point, doesn't it? And it goes like that, sort of thing. And on the small head, the point is much more defined. It's a sharper point. I remembered about the head, excellent. It's a sharper point on the head, whereas the large head is a bit more round. And the pointed bit, the smaller one, is closer to the edge than the large head. And there's also a difference in the tiara, the crown. Slight. So that's how you tell the difference between the two, and it's a mega important one, because the normal one, a couple of quid, the other one, anything up to a tenner, really. And I think it's just going to keep going up from there, because they're really hard to find. And then once you've done the 92, that's it then. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's it then till the 8. 2008, and you want the 2008, you want the Tudor Rose. I call it a thistle on my listings, but actually it's the Tudor Rose is the correct one for it. So 2008 Tudor Rose, that's a couple of quid as well. Can't tell you what the miniatures are of all these off my head, but that's what the miniatures are. That's what the purchase price is. And you can get the guides as well. We've got guides on there. They are a little bit outdated. I have got to write new guides, but it's only because of what they've done over the last couple of years. Postman has just been. Cheers, Ian. Nice one, Belfast. You happy? Happy with what you've got? And if you bought stuff over the weekend, the small head is the one that's worth the most. Mark, the small head.
And the dateless.
You know, and then of course you've got the 2000 and good. I'm really pleased. Then you've got the 2008 undated, which is the Shield. So you've got the 2008 Tudor Rose, and then you've got the 2008 Shield. People are coming lucky, got too much. Excellent. So that 2008 undated. Now people are selling that for like 60, 65 quid. And whilst I will always say, you know, if you find it cheaper than me, go and snap their hand off. So how come I still sell it at 89 quid then? And I can only say that it's because we've got a good...
And YouTube.
We're sort of back. Sorry we keep losing everybody. That's the trouble, isn't it? When the screen goes or when we lose signal, there's a lot of people going to go WA, BBIT. Just going to check the watch out for the Wabbit. You are back now. Thank you very much.
Great British Point, Hand, Lightly Connects, Southeastern.
Hey, I can see you've had a go at the hashtag, Warren. Well, it's quite a few people used it. Wow. There's quite a few people used that hashtag so far. Watch out for the Wabbit. Belfast got £56 worth of stuff for £5. Wedding. That is not a good name for a wedding company. Pardon me. So I think we got there with the 20p's, didn't we? So that was up to 2008. We covered the undated 20p. Remember to look at those shields on your 20p's and check the dates. So many people don't check them. They are out there to find. You'll find one 10 times easier than you would at Kew Gardens, and it's worth the same money. In fact, it's one coin you could get that you could swap somebody for a Kew Gardens undated 20p. If you had one and put it on one of those swap sites or go into the swap shop groups and stuff like that and offered an undated 20p for a Kew Gardens, you wouldn't go far wrong.
Before you were in the coins, I remember searching hard for the undated 20p. Never found one.
Good.
I was working back at the crow's nest, wasn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
I wish I understood coins then. But I didn't understand them at the time. So that takes us up to 2008 and then it's an incredible stage. All of this is an incredible stage. As you said, you know, you imagine a stage in front of you, on a stage with 20 people in front of you, that's what it is. It's incredible. So yeah, so we're up to the 15 MA2, which is the data down near the neck is the 4th portrait, and the date at the top of the head is the 5th portrait. And then you got 16, not worth saving, 17. Too sure about 17. I haven't seen any, and I haven't seen any 18s, and I'm thinking might be proof years, or they are proof. One of them is, if not both. One of them's proof year, if not both. I have seen 19 though. So my stock goes on 20p's. It goes from 16 to 19. I don't think they brought out any coins hardly in 17. They brought out a penny, 50p.
Oh, Aston Martin.
10p. Oh, they did bring out a lot of coins in 17, but not 18 then. We haven't seen an 18 50p, have we? We haven't seen an 18 penny yet. That's interesting. Who's not using the voucher codes? Why aren't you using the voucher codes? Don't you like £3 off when you spend £4? Are those voucher codes getting used? Less than £10. Well done, Lorna. Might need a few ideas as to what you can spend it on. And our moderators will do their best to chuck a couple of ideas at you as we go along. Harry? Harry, give me a number between, let me see. Well done, Suzanne. Arcos listening at the same time. I can't believe you're listening to me while he's shopping.
Look at that McLaren.
It's just a car.
Oh, beautiful.
But it's just a car.
That's over 120 grand's worth of car.
Well, it's a
beautiful car.
What is 120 grand wasted then? It's a crappy car.
It's not a crappy car.
It is a crappy car.
it isn't.
It would give me a backache.
It's a McLaren, yeah, but it's not.
I don't care what it's called. It'd give me a backache.
Well, it's not a good car for you. I'm just saying.
Who's it a good car for?
I never said specifically for anyone.
A person that has limited growing abilities. Who's it a good car for?
It's a good car for car enthusiasts. Like myself.
Are you listening to this?
Oh, Ford Mustang.
Well, that's a little bit better.
Ah, there you go, see?
Going on about a McLaren. Honestly, have you seen it? It just went past us. It's like that high. You get in it, you'd have a bad back. Hello, Mark. That's what we want. Get some of them out. Look at them. I'll tell you another, some good coins that you're missing out on with these voucher codes, right? Really good coins you're missing out on. And I don't put you wrong when I say that. It's the Isle of Man ones. I've got some of them left. Stop arguing, you sound like me and my dad. Hello, Jack. Yeah, there's some them Isle of Man ones, new ones. They're uncirculated. They will come out of an uncirculated bag, and there's about 4 of them. One of them's got like some kind of a cross on it. Another one's got a stagecoach or a coach on it. It's about 3 or 4 different designs. You could use them on those. They're about £8 each or something like that. You'd end up getting them for half price. Hello, Sean. That's a very good idea, Amy. That's a very good idea. Using them fast enough. Amy, right, let's have a little go at a couple of things. So, we need a coin that will get people wanting, but we need to have plenty of them. Now I've got to try and think what I've got. but I know what we will do. Harry, give me a number between... Give me a number between 50 and 100. All right, one more voucher code, FRI1145. Go and use it. You're missing out, you really are. Look at it this way, every time you spend £4, it's only going to cost you £1, right? Look at it that you're spending the day just buying a £1 raffle ticket every now and again. Look at it like that. It's one of these days, one of these coins that you use these voucher codes for and just spend £1 with, or £2 with, you're going to win 100. See what we've done with a Peter Rabbit coin. And we'll return shortly, obviously out in the car. We're getting there, I think. I've just connected up to Harry's hotspot. So hopefully we should have a better connection. Now we've got the phone and Harry's hotspot. Oh, look at that, we lost them all again. We got Harry's phone and hotspot on now. So we got there a little bit. Any food? Where's the food bag? But I've got a large car with clean is dated 97%. Is it worth keeping, Hannah? Does it look like it's got a horse on the back, Hannah? We ain't got no food. Does it look like it's got a horse and someone on the horse on the back, Hannah? Is that what that is? No, not yet, I didn't. I will do in a second though. That was a good deal, that was. Yes, that sounds to me like that's a 1977 crown, Hannah. It's a 25p coin, believe it or not. After 1990, they became £5 coins, but before 1990, they're 25 pence. They're called crown. And nobody ever used them, just like they won't use the £5 coins because they're too bloody heavy and nobody puts them in their pocket or their purse. The value of that, if it's in really good condition, then it's worth up to a, yes, that's what it is, Hannah. So it's likely to be worth up to a £5. You can buy them wholesale for like 30, 40 pence, 50 pence. But their real value, and this is why I would say to you to keep it, and I know this is being morbid and it's not very nice to Her Majesty, and I'm sorry about that, but business is business. And the moment she pops her clogs, that coin's going to be worth a tenner. You've got a window when she goes, and I reckon my best guess is probably for up to about a year at max after she's gone. So you've got sort of about 9 months to a year to take advantage of the best selling price. And that's because everybody, all over the world, all the different countries, all the colonies, everybody will want to get Queen Elizabeth stuff, memorabilia. Because they won't make any more of it. That'll be gone then, and then they'll be making the new monarch stuff. Everybody will be making the new monarch stuff, and everybody will buy into that as well. So you have two sales opportunities happen at the same time when we get a new monarch. Everybody wants the ones for the old monarch, and everybody wants the new ones for the new monarch. So if you put it up for say £4.95 now with free postage, and remember it's going to cost you a couple of quid for the postage because it's a large, you know, you can see that there's not a lot of money in it. But if you was to list it now for say £10, £9.95 free postage, that's right, George, unless of course it's silver. If it's silver, then of course it's worth more. But if you've got an ordinary one, then it's not silver, then that's what I'm saying it's worth. But your other way of looking at it, because you seem like a younger lady, you don't seem like somebody old like me. I'm 56, so I figure someone like you's got more time on your hands. Therefore, you could list it for £9.95 free postage, and just put it away. Call that, when I say your retirement price, just list it for £9.95, put it away. the listing fee's only 5p a month or whatever it is. Just put it away. And then at some point in the future, because you never know when it's going to happen, some point in the future that will sell for it. But that's your only way of getting good money for it, because they made too many of them. It was another one of those rip-off coins that they told people to buy into. You must buy into this, you must buy into this. And it was rubbish because they made too many of them. And they always do it with stuff that they make too many of. Hope that helps. So Harry said number 63, right? Now I'm going to do this. Oh, in that case, it ain't cost you anything. I'd keep it. Just keep it. Keep it. It will never go down in value, and it will certainly never go down in value for you because it cost you nothing. So you can't lose anything. So top line, Harry said number 63. This is where I could get stuffed now. Harry said number 63. Give me a number, Harry, between 20 and 35.
23.
23.
Yeah.
Right, now give me a number between 1 and... Someone out there, give me a number between 1 and 32. Now, you don't know whether you need to be high or low for this, do you? He's gone 32, 31. See, yeah, I thought you might go high. I thought you might go high. Okay. So, he said 63. Now, you're getting this, Amy. So, make a voucher code for 60. You have to spend £63. Blame Harry for that. You have to spend £63. There are 34 people watching online. You have to spend £63, but the number I took off you was 32, so you get £32 off if you spend £63. But the other number Harry gave me was 23, so there's only 23 available, and there's 34 of you, so you're not all going to get it. And we're going to do a couple of these. Amy's idea, very good idea. Stop giving you too many voucher codes. Start giving you some voucher codes to fight over. I'll start coming up with some voucher codes and you can fight over them. Those that get them, get them. Those that don't. But of course, every time you place an order, it's a free raffle ticket. So, to be clear, Amy, £63 off. £63 you've got to spend. You get £32 off and you've only got 23 available. Think about it, fight over that one. How often will I give you a half price deal? It's only because my son can't put a number. Aha. Too late, Jack, we've done the number. Next one. So you've got £63 you've got to spend, you get £32 off, and there's only 23 of them available. Use it or lose it, because if you don't use it, somebody watching this on playback will. Competition is always a great thing, yeah. Capital letters. Are you ready? Are you ready? Only 23 of you can have this. Capital letters. Journey. Journey. I want to see 23 lots of that sale. And if you've got any sense, the one place I would send you with that, if you've got any sense, you'll go over to the Gruffalo. You'll go straight over to that and you'll buy that. Remember, as soon as that's finished, I'm going to tell you what the next one's going to be. And we're going to do more of the next one. We'll have a few more for sale to pay for it, and we'll have a few more going in. What else? We dropped right down to 6 people there. It's amazing, isn't it? As soon as it goes. Right, Hannah.
6 people.
We dropped down to 6 people watching. Now 4. It will go up again in a minute. People will come back.
Why is it? Because of the signal?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Amy? Are you one of the people watching? Bye, Hannah. A-double-N-A-H. Yeah. Voucher code HANNAH, all capital letters. £5 off when you spend £7.50 and only make 8 of them available. Hi Suzanne. Now we're back up to 16. Amy's just working on a little voucher code for you. It was only 8 available. And there's 16 of you watching. Capital letters, Hannah, HANNAH. In honour of Hannah just leaving. 8 available, that's it. And Amy will tell you once she's made that voucher code, set it live, then you can have it. But there's only 8 available, so you're going to have to work for that one. Keeps dropping, yeah, nightmare, isn't it? Technology, eh? Supposed to be technologies. For what? For what? Oh, I know. Make it not 750. I know. Make it. Right. And listening to everything you say. Well, I'm making a voucher code with your name on it, Hannah. Right? Matt, etc. Lost you. Right, Hannah. The voucher code Hannah, Amy. They are. Right, he's done it. Well done, Rebecca. So Amy's going to give you a little voucher code that's just a little teaser, really. And while she's doing that, voucher code. Right, so let's go again. Make a voucher code with the name Hannah, HANNAH, capital letters. They are, what like he says there. Hannah, £5 off, spend £7.50 or more, only 8 available. So Hannah will be the code. Yes, Danielle, we're just telling Amy, giving her directions. So she's going to make that code when she can, in a minute. It's tough for her because she also, where she lives, keeps losing internet connection and hasn't got strong enough to hold all the screens open and everything. So she's going to create one in a bit. We just gave away a voucher code with only not many available for spend over 62 quid. Was it 63 quid, I think? Yeah, my Harry, I'm travelling with Harry in the car and he chose the number 63 quid. You lot chose £32 off and Harry chose 23 available. The code is live. There you go. Only 8 of you can have that. Only 8 of you. Someone tell me their favourite RAF coin. As always, if I cock it up and I oversell something we ain't got, only 7 left. 6 left, I think 2 people just used it. Journey, that one was. Well done, Lighty. There's only, I think, a small amount of those. No, that wasn't £23 off, Lighty. That was £32 off, 23 available. Thanks, Ian. That one was spend £63, you get £32 off, 23 of them available. We didn't make many of them available, wanted you to fight for them. Ian likes the Spitfire. Amy, you listening? Harry, give me a number between 1 and 28.
17.
17. Amy? In a minute, when you're done. Yep, cool. Do a voucher code for a Spitfire. Knock £4.50 off and make only 17 of them available. Just like that. Yes, it is. It is, Hannah. It's a code. There was only 8 available, and you have to spend $7.50 and you get a $5 off. Go quick. 17. That's right, Amy. Only 17 people can have that. Because we have an awful lot of people play these on playback and stuff, so the vouchers are going off every day. And we need 2 more likes to give someone 25 quid. How hard can that be? We've had a few people just join us. Go and click the like button. Code Spitfire. There you go. Capital letters Spitfire. Only 17 people can have £4.50 off a Spitfire. I don't even know what that relates to percentage wise, because I don't even know how much a Spitfire is. I've got no idea how much we're selling the Spitfire for. But you just got £4.50 off one. Hannah, 4 of 8 have been used. Got 4 more left. We're at 50 likes. How are they, Belfast? They're $15.95, so if you get £4.50 off of a Spitfire, that's £11.55 or something like that. 11.5 quid for a Spitfire, come on, and you know I'm going to release that at some point. Yeah. Exciting. Exciting, isn't it, Amy? Excited. Excited. What's that?
Maybe for those who spend the most money, what you can do is you can get actual coin made up, custom shape, and actual coin made.
Oh, yeah, get me started on that one. There's another voucher code, FRI 1215. Hello, Shane. Let Shane in on what's been happening so he don't miss out. Yeah, that big voucher's being used. There ain't many of them left. Now, let's see. What do we do to spot? Yeah, you see that thing about the coins. You can get your own coins made now. Not only do you get fake 50p's, you know, Harry, you can get your own 50p made. We could have a 50p made with Harry's face on it. Do you know what I mean? Terrible.
Oh no.
You gone the wrong way.
Bollocks.
52 likes we hit.
Brilliant. I've added my 10 minutes to the journey already.
So when we stop for lunch, I'll eat my lunch 10 minutes faster. Catch up for you, alright? See? It's easy.
We'll only have a couple of hours before we've got to go out.
Alright. It's all a rush.
Well, it wouldn't be. Got to have a cup of tea. Got to have a cup of tea and smoke.
Well, of course, I've got to have a cup of tea and a smoke, come all the way down here, get an old, decrepit, sick man, drag him out from his comfort zone
Drag
halfway
him.
across the country. What do you think?
Drag you. You didn't need much dragging.
I'm poorly.
As soon as you heard there's a nice little bevy, you were right there.
A cup of tea's necessary on a journey like this. Smoke's necessary.
What is it they say in Lockstock? The entire British
Can't remember.
thing were built on cups of tea.
Cups of tea. He's off to the Royal Mint. No, I wish I was. I'm not going there, Steve. There's some nice tasty little voucher codes come your way. Some of them, but we ain't doing loads and loads and loads and loads available, see? The only ones that there's loads available are these £3 coming out every 15 minutes. Other than that, the others have to be fought over a little bit. And I think we've near enough used up the last one, Hannah. That's nearly gone. Paddington at Tower 50p worth, or do you think high mintage? I think it might be Puddle Duck, Isaac Newton type mintage. That's what I think it might be. And I agree with Bungle Collects on that, because his logical interpretation of it is, it's got, yeah, I do, I want to go. There's apparently one going on next week. I just don't know if I can make it, but I really would like to go. Still a few more for Hannah. Spend $7.50 or more, get a 5 off Hannah. Only about 3 available. Raw Mint. I want to go to Raw Mint next week, but I don't know how I can get there. There's a few coin tubers meeting up and they've invited me, which I'm really chuffed about, but I don't know if I can get there. I'll go with you if you're allowed in. Yeah, or maybe we'll have to sort something out. You got my number, haven't you? So send me a text and I will catch up with you in a few days.
What's the point? Will they ban you?
Well, no, I don't think they wouldn't. I don't think they'd stop me going in. They don't like me very much, but they'll still let me go in. Chloe. No problem, Chloe. What I would say is, just remember everybody that, you know, if we oversell anything, I'm going to phone you up and say, oops, can't do that, so let's do something else, and I'll, you know, do a deal with you. Make sure your phone number's on your account, please. Miles worth this, we need to be an overnight trip. Yeah, that's the trouble, you know. It needs to be organised like that. I mean, that's what they've organised, an overnight trip, and it means staying over, and I don't mind that. But I would like to, yeah. And email. In Essex and London. They're being done, Kevin. They're actually being done as we speak. I believe we've had 20 or 30 sent to London, and there is one over on the right hand side where you are. In fact, there is a video up, and I think it's the latest one we put up within the last week, where we said we want more volunteers, or where we've been, or something like that. And there is a picture of the map on there, and you can see, thank you Mark, it's very kind, and you can see where we've been. I tried to add details yesterday, could not find. If you bought something off of Scott, just look on the compliment slip, you've got my number. That's all you got to do, just look on a compliment slip and you've got my number. And if you ain't got my word, don't matter, it's been said so many times anyway. It's 07401 8004. I should imagine there would be, but there shouldn't be, the amount of money they've got. They should certainly, you know, cater for disabled people, without a doubt. Now then, where are we? So, what do I fancy doing? I fancy doing it. I fancy. How much would Isaac Newton from there? Excellent. Thank you. They'll always help me with questions. I can't always read these things. The car's going up and down like that. Sorry if it's giving you an headache. It's making me feel sick looking at myself in the mirror. Okay, Ian says they've got no problem with wheelchairs.
I had a McLaren, be a lot smoother.
If you had a McLaren, neither of us would fit in it.
If I had a McLaren,
If
we
I
won't
had
be
a
travelling by a
McLaren.
McLaren, we'll be travelling by a helicopter.
That's what I mean. If you got the money for a bloody McLaren, get an helicopter. You know, get an helicopter. Get off your phone. You bum sponger.
You are? Bum sponger.
Well, Frank calls them an arsewipe. And I think arsewipe's a bit sort of harsh, so I call them bum spongers. Yeah, instead of calling somebody an arsewipe, which is a bit, ooh, you know, call them a bum sponger. It's the same thing, but it sounds a little bit less, whatchamacallit, doesn't it? I trust you now more than Westminster Collection. Wow, that's a very nice thing to say, that is. Thank you very much. I don't read stuff like that and take it for granted. I don't take that kind of thing lightly. Sorry, Amy. Sorry to everybody else. You bum sponger. Yeah, that's it, Boris, you bum sponger. Sorry, everybody. The shaking and everything is terrible. Amy's starting to get a little bit. Right, give you something to do then, Amy. I'm going to put one voucher. I'm going to put a biggie up now. I'm going to put a biggie up and I'm going to make one available. You can use it or you can lose it and let somebody have it on playback. It is entirely up to you. There's 52 people watching. So the voucher, Amy, you have to spend 520 quid. 520 pounds, and there's only going to be 2 available. 2, we'll make 2 available. 520 quid. £520. Oh yeah, we got to do that as well, haven't we? Did we do it? No, we haven't done it. No, you're probably right there, Steve, but I'm thinking about that. Don't worry, I've got that in mind. So 520 quid, right? And 520 quid. Oh, yeah, I know. Now I was on a roll then, and then I just got sort of lost it. You know what I mean? I was going to go like half the number of people watching, but then that didn't work. So I thought, you know, what's half of 520? 260. 275 quid off. It's over half. 275 quid off. Spend £520. 2 available. I have to be careful because you could end up buying something that costs me. You could end up buying something that I have a right result on. And if you do, that's great, I'll do it again. Your voucher code for this, if you're ready, only 2 available, is WHOPPER. WHOPPER, capital letters. There's a couple of people I know, if they're on, they're going to go straight in there. Carl, if you're on, you're in there. There's a couple. In the meantime, somebody else who's not going to spend it, give me a question. Ask me something. That way I'm not just talking a load of old waffle. Ask me something about coins that I can answer that you need to know, and I will do my bestest. I'm really lucky, I might get a cup of tea and something to eat in a minute. Oh, I love you, Harry.
I've got a greasy head.
Do you know I love you, Harry?
Yes, mate.
You do?
Yes, mate.
What is my favourite coin? Oh, that's a hard one, that is. What is my favourite coin?
What coin is it that I bought that we've got? Is it a £50 coin?
Yeah.
Still got that?
Yeah. And you won't be pleased to know that it's worth less than what you paid for it.
Oh.
Because the Royal Mint made it so that the only place that you can actually spend that coin, it's not legal tender in the proper sense of the word. The only place you can spend that coin is at Her Majesty's Court Service, paying a fine. Can't use it anywhere else.
Surely that adds to the rarity.
No, can't even take it into the bank and get your money back. Whereas you can with a £5 coin.
But why have they done that?
£20, £50, £100 coins. They made it because they're greedy and they ripped everybody off. And then they did this deal where people could buy the coin, get it posted to them, and people were buying the coins, doing it on their credit card, getting all the points, buying it in the tens of thousands. One bloke was stuck with £100,000 worth. Right, and then they get all the coins, get it posted to them, tap them down the bank and cash them in. They didn't want the coins, they just wanted the free points. Show us Harry. Can't think I can. No. I go. See, that was your fault, that was. Trying to take the camera off to show you Harry. There's Harry. It's my son Harry.
Now I'm stuck in traffic.
Now we're stuck in traffic. Oh, I wonder who that was. One of you's had it. I wonder who that was. All depends what you buy with it, you see. If you bought something with it that helps me out, great. If you didn't, ouch. But then it keeps you tuned in. From the till at the manor on the special day of distribution, is it worth that much? The problem with something like that is, cheers Chris, the problem with something like that is that oh yeah, the problem with something like that is, no problem John, the problem with something like that is, is you can't prove it. If you can prove it somehow, some way, I mean, our little letter of provenances, crappy though they may be, because they come off my computer, they have actually got my signature on, so, you know, I can in the future at least have a look at that and say, well, you know, yes, that's mine, no, it's not. Don't know if it's still available, but someone will give it to you, Paul. Someone will give it to you. There you go. There may not be any more left of those. I was only giving 2 away. Do you think you will ever get a Kew Gardens coin in stock? Yes, I do, only because from the point of view that I never thought I would get loads of undated 20p's, and suddenly I was able to buy 100. And then I bought another 50, so will it happen? Yes, it will one day, and I'm sure it will, but if I owe you a Kew Gardens, because you've had your money in the bin for a while, and I owe it to you, it's in my interest to get you off the list, so... Jack says hello, Harry.
Hello, Jack.
So, I'd rather give you something else or your money back, or a recredit or something, and get them off my list and get them list closed off. Until I can get back to sorting coins. FRI 1230 gets you £3 off if you spend £4. FRI 123. Work done when you keep putting these afternoons on. Just switch me off. off, get to work. What do you do if it's alright to ask?
I think it's time for me to come off. Yeah. I think it's going to say for me to come off in a bit. I think come here. I'm going to be sneaky.
Oh no mate, no, not a chance, Simon. Too many on the queue list, way too many on the queue list. I couldn't tell you, but way too many for my liking. And then I got ill, didn't I? And that just put the kiboshes on that. And we haven't got back yet to being able to do that. And it's not going to be until we get out and get ORC decorating. Until we get an office, till we get a better place to work from. I can't see that I'm going to do it. One left.
Again?
Spend 520 quid, get £275 off, Whopper, one left. And if anybody messes up a voucher, please don't email John. You can there. Please don't email John and ask him to swap it and change points and give you a refund and all that. You done it, just move on. Use your points next time. It's too much hassle for us. It takes too much time. So Amy, you still there? Yes. Okay, your next one's going to be your undated 20p. Undated 20p.
How much you sell that for?
89 quid. They cost me about... I don't mind telling my customers what I pay. It cost me about 45 quid each and I sell them for 89. Yeah, I saw you. Okay, so I keep checking in. Are you on a road trip? Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm going away, and I can't say where I'm going because I don't want to spoil something for somebody, just in case they happen to. But yeah, I'm got to go somewhere, and then I'll let you know where that is later once I know where that is. It's not for me, but it's for somebody else. So we're on the undated 20p. I don't particularly want to lose money on them. They cost me 45 quid each. They sell on eBay for £60. I don't know how many I've got left, so I'm not going to go mental. Knock 29 quid off and only make 15 available, Amy. That's it, 15. I don't think I've got any more than that. So you can have an undated 20p for the same price the cheap people are selling it for on eBay, and you're guaranteed to get an absolute blinder. And it ain't going to be a fake. And I'll knock the 29 quid off for 15 people. There you go. That's one you can do.
Yeah. Front. I'm gonna have to pull away quick, put your head back.
That's alright, just time it right when it goes yellow. I'll be having one of those. Your voucher code is, are you ready? I mean, does anybody want this? You sure you want it even? Undated. UNDATED, capital letters, £29 off. Can I use it? Of course you can. Of course you can. Get in there. Yeah, that's going to be one of the best deals of the day, isn't it? It would not surprise me if there wasn't a single one left in 10 minutes, because there's 34 of you watching. So many of you are going to want one. accident by the look of it.
People rubbing.
How's the Royal Mint Fighting Fund going? We're still going. We still need another 8.5 grand before we've got the 15 starting amount. There's one, undated 20p gone. So we still need to sort of get about 8.5 grand together, and I don't think that's going to happen until we get a bit more publicity. Once we get a bit more publicity, we'll have a few people extra going into that fighting fund. There is a lot that we can take from this fighting fund. I'll have a little bit of a chirp for a minute about that. There is a lot of information we can take from this, a lot of messages being sent to us. You know, it's not always about what people say to you. I told you I would. I told you I would. At some point, I'm having it. Yeah, the thing with a mint is, you know, and change checker. I think I may have another 25 on that. Get in there and buy as many of them as you want, but you're only going to get up to 15. And we've already sold about 3, I think. Loads of my orders are en route. Yeah, they're packing and wrapping and packing and doing their best. So if you want to get an undated 20p in your collection, I don't think you'll get a better offer than that, to be honest. Hey, good for you, Lorna. Good for you. Nice. And throw me back. No, not a chance. Not a chance. I was honest. I told you exactly what I was doing. I'm gonna fish and I'm having you. Once I've got you on that rope, once I've got you, I'm not letting you go.
Have you had any issues with connections since?
Not as many. Has to be said, not as many. So one of the messages we can take is, you know, look at it this way. Think about it like this. What's going on here? Ian's been banging on about this for the last 2 years. He's made so much noise. He said, can I not use it? And normally, no, you can only do one or the other. You know that. You're being naughty now. But yes, on this occasion, you can. You're more than welcome. So, Royal Mint change checker. So, think about this. Yeah, you can. So, think about this. Take the points off. So, £60 is 6,000 points. So, if you've got 6,000 points, take them off. If you've got 3,000 points, then you take off 3,000 points and send over the 30 quid by the admin listing. Do not buy unless directed here. Do it that way, whatever else you got to pay. Just talking specifically to Amy there. Yeah, so what you got to say to yourself is this. Why ain't they took him to court? That is the idea, David. But you'll make it though, you'll make it back. You know, coming what I was saying earlier on about once these Gruffalos are gone, all the Gruffalos are gone, sold out, then that's it. I will tell you what the next coin's going to be. And you've all got these coins with the letters of provenance. Once they hit the thing, you can come back out and turn them into 100 quid a pop. And you'll get it. And that way we sort of make it all out of, you know, we produce it, we do it all together. So yeah, you've got to ask yourself, like, why aren't they sued me? Why aren't they taking me to court? They threatened me often enough. I've called them thieves openly, I've called them crooks, I've called them deceitful, I've called them naughty. And I've really hammered home the difference between a non-packaged coin and a packaged coin, and the fact that you are paying 5, 6, 7 quid for a bit of cardboard and plastic, and I am complicit in that fraud. I don't like it. I wanted to go into this game. I wanted to go into this market of selling the packaged coins and everything, but I didn't think it was such a rip-off market when I came in here. It's a lot more straight selling circulating coins than it is selling packaged coins. There's all the skullduggery and all these under shady deals and under the table deals and backroom deals and let's turn the light off and do a deal. I don't like all that. I don't see why you can't do a deal publicly. Tell people what they're getting into. So that's why I've made a lot of noise over it. Ain't a fair playing field. I can't buy the same product at the same price as Change Checker, and until I can, it's a monopoly. And it's a monopoly that's run by a cartel, which is even doubly illegal. Because it's a cartel because you've got 4 companies involved. 4. Royal Mint, Westminster, Change Checker, 288 Group. Don't matter, them 3 are owned by the same people. Under the law, a company's a separate entity. So you got, and a cartel, if you look up the definition of a cartel, just do it yourself. You just check it out and have a look yourself and you'll see the definition of a cartel. And the way I understand a cartel to be is like when you've got several businesses price fixing. Well, that's exactly what that is. You've got 4 businesses, 4 different separate entities, all conspiring to price fix in a monopoly. Which one of the 4 is? Cartel. Just got a screen.
4 years, I should be alright. 4 years, I should be alright.
There we go. Back on. Sorry about that. But it's there in the back of my mind, always nagging at me to try and do, you know, do the thing. For when we got to 50 likes, £25 draw. Yeah, it got a bit busy, didn't it? A code. I'm not too sure what that meant, Amy. So, did we give away the 25 quid to somebody when we got to 50 likes? Did we do that? I don't know if we did that, Warren, I can't remember. Because if we didn't do that, I'm still happy to do that. Still happy to do that. Amy, can you hear me? I got a little something for you to do, Amy. I've got a nice little tasty one to do. I think it's tasty anyway. No, I can do it now. That's fine then. Alright, well you do that now then, Warren. That's fine. Under your own steam, everybody watch Warren. Right, Warren's decision is final. Watch for what he says and watch for him going. I won't confuse it for a minute, Amy, because if I start talking to you, I'll be talking over what Warren's doing. So I'll give that a minute. You go and get yourself a cup of tea or something, and then in a minute I'll shout you. Maybe I need to buy myself another phone. Ah, there's a little message we can get out. Amy, just make a note of this, right? Just make a note of this. And then you can talk to maybe Warren about it or anybody else, but just make a note of this. Harry was talking to me about snitch or snatch. There's another code, £3 off when you spend £4. FRI 1245. FRI 1245. Spend £4, you get £3 off, and a free ticket into the draw every hour, £100. So yeah, so there's this website called Snitch or Snatch or something. It's what Christopher Collects uses, and a lot of other people. And apparently it's a streaming site, and it's there for live streaming and one thing and another. So I want to get into that, but I need somebody. I'm going to need somebody who knows that. I think it's Snitch, and I'm going to need somebody that knows it to help me set up the account, run it for me, or in some way. So we need an experienced snitch or snatch person, whatever that is. Does anybody understand that site? And would anybody like to? Because when I get back starting next week, I really would like to get onto that, get that set up, and then I will have 3 devices going and we'll do a live feed on all 3. Try that. So we've got a live feed going on Facebook, a live feed going on YouTube, and a live feed going on Snitch. If we can get all that to work. And I don't mind sitting down. So that's all right. Well, that'll help us, because any extra income that we can generate, we can put towards the promotions of getting the things out here, and it's called Twitch. Yeah, got it. So now what we need then, Warren, is an Amy and anybody else that helps moderate and get the word out and stuff. I'm looking for somebody, obviously a customer. Are you able to hear me, even? We have got back on. We're getting back. We're getting back. Look at that, look. Don't know what kept happening there. Sorry about that. Can you hear me, Amy? Are you on? Watch out for the rabbit. Watch out for the rabbit. So, Amy, if you have a look on, thank you, mate. Cup of coffee, nice. I'm back. Sorry about that. It just wouldn't have it. Then all of a sudden we come back again. Thank you very much. Coffee break. Can you hear me, Amy? Okay, I want you to see if you can do. I think I ought to stop this and start it again. Just don't want to get rid of that number of likes, son. Okay. Me? Are you there?
Can we keep going?
Hmm?
Can we keep going?
Yep.
Do you want to put your coffee in there?
Alright, got it. Oh, in there. Great. Didn't realise. Yep. We can keep going. We might even end up with a better signal. And then they won't see me eating my chips. I'm back. Yeah. For a change, I'm eating hot chips. Normally they're cold by the time they get back. Yay, we're on again. Yay, Ronald McDonald. Right then. On that, as an investment listing, something like Ian's Club listing, that's the one. Shut the door.
Yeah. Cheers.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Hello, Judith. So Ian's Club listing, and there is a listing there for two pairs of HMS Belfast and Britannia 2015 £2 coins. So you get two pairs for $49.95, I think it is, and if you buy the two pairs, you get one pair upside down and one pair the right way up. We did balls that up at first, but we've got on top of that now. And you get 8 letters, 10p letters with that. So you get 4 coins plus 8 letters for $49.95, right? So we're going to knock a tenner off that, which brings them down to a mental price. Knock a tenner off that. But what I want you to do is I want you to make the voucher so that there is only 24 of those available. There's only 24 of those available. No, too many. There's only 15 of those available. It's when you go onto Ian's Club listing. Yes, I was talking to you, Amy, but I don't mind repeating it. Warren, when you go onto the Ian's Club listing, you'll see the multi-variations in that listing, and you're looking for the one that says 2 pairs. It's $49.95. So this is the listing, Amy, the one that says 2 pairs of, you get a pair of HMS Belfast and your 2015, or 2 pairs, and 2 pairs is $49.95. And then you also get 8 letters with that. They're not going to be 8 different letters, they're just going to be 8 letters, probably all the same. Or a couple of letters.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is knock a tenner off of that.
No,
So I want you to knock £10 off it.
I can't, mate. I don't know anyone. The only person I know that...
I want you to make the voucher if you can,
Sorry, mate.
so that only 15 people can use it.
Yeah, genuinely. I don't know what you think of
But
me.
those 15 people can buy as many as they want.
Yeah, sorry.
Got it?
I don't know anyone, mate. I really don't.
If it allows you to do that.
Sorry, bud. Alright, speak to you later.
Can't do that. Okay. And still sorry, missed. What product? Warren will give you the link for it in a minute. It's the one in the Ian's Club listing. That is the 2 pairs, Britannia and Belfast. I thought I'd do a little something on them. So what you're saying is I've already got it priced at $39.95, not $49.95, is that right? Crappers. See, I can't remember everything that's on the site. Can't remember what everything's priced at. Alright, let's try it another way. Let's try it another way, Amy. Have you found the listing yet? Let's make sure you find the listing first before we do anything else. And this is going to be terrible, but I've got to eat my burger. Try not to do it on camera though. One for $24.95, not that one. 2 pair, that's the one. Two pairs you're looking for. Let me know when you found it. That's the one, Amy. That's the one. That's the one. And it's priced at $39.95, Amy. So what we're going to do is, I said a tenner, didn't I? Even though I thought it was $49.95, but I said it, didn't I? So once you say it, you say it. Knock a tenner off, so it's £10 off that particular item. £10 off, right? Absolutely mental price. 26 of them. Can you make it so that somebody can use the voucher code more than once? Have we got that facility? Okay, let's give it a try then. There's 28 people watching, so we'll have 28 available. And you can use it a maximum of, say, 6 times. So each person can use it a maximum of 6 times if they want. And let's see how that works. So if you're a bulk buyer, it's a right result for you, and if you're a private collector, it's a right result for you. See how that one works, see if you can do something with that, Amy. Can't do that. Ah, okay. one person or a set number. Okay. In that case then, ignore the person and tell it can be used 59 times. We've got 59 likes. It can be used 59 times. And that means anybody can use it as many times as they want up till it's been used 59 times. Right, make it 59 times then. They're actually circulated, Belfast. I'm selling these as circulated condition, but they are in spanking condition. For circulated coins, they're spanking condition. And that's because I got them early. So they weren't knocking around too much. So, you know, you're welcome. All right. Give that a go, see how you get on with it, right? They're priced at $39.95 for 2 pairs, plus 8 10p's you get. So, and they may be all the same 10p or just a couple of different 10p's. 18 or 19s, 2018, 2019s. Your voucher code is travel, capital letters, and the voucher code can be used 59 times, and you can use it more than once. So a link will appear in a minute for the listing. It's $39.95 is the price at the moment, which is already reduced. I'm knocking a tenner off that 59 times because we had 59 likes. Use the voucher code as many times as you like. It's not one per person. You can use it as many times as you like, but the voucher itself can only be used 59 times. So you're now in a race against time with the other people that might want to buy 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. See? 59 times the voucher code can be used, and you get £10 off the $39.95 price, which is now down to $29.95 for actually 4 of them. It's less than £10 each. And less than £10 each from me, can you believe it? They're £25 coins all day long. There's the link. And we're up to 60 likes, another 15 likes, and we'll give away 25 quid. Andrew's watching us on the bus again. Yesterday he's got a customer on the bus watching us with him. Today he's going to get a crowd round and show everybody on the upper deck what we're doing. Just got mine. Good girl, Susan. They're in really good condition. I can't say at the minute, Andrew, unfortunately. Not from your point of view, it's just I don't want to spoil it for somebody I'm going to see, just in case they happen to see the feed. go post office. Well done, Reef. What, they just arrived today? Sorry about that, Warren. It's 8 for the 10p's that you get. Well, you know, what's that? 3 8's 24. Thank you, Andrew. Brilliant advert. Absolutely brilliant. I think Ailey's done phenomenal. That's interesting. Interesting stuff. That's probably the connection, Warren. The way it's been going up and down, it's no surprise you haven't heard me right. Going Mexico week Wednesday. No, you ain't going to go and spend those coins in Mexico, are you? You're going to go and use them for spending money now. You want to be saving those and then getting some more when you get over there. Don't you? Coffee. As it's dipping in and out, and that's included. No worries about the codes that you've missed, because Warren will punch them up for you bit by bit and let you know. It's actually 8, Steve. 8 of them. It was just a little error caused by my going in and out of signal, that was. But it's actually 8 of them. Look at that, look, we've got an ambulance in front of us. Got an ambulance in front of us with its blue lights on, and it's going about 10 mile an hour. Get out of the way. $166 minutes. Here, do you know that one we did for 11 hours? Right, when we did the one all over the weekend, this will make you laugh, all over the weekend, and we kept crashing like 4 or 5 times, and then the last one we did lasted 11 hours long, didn't it? And that one has been seen, pardon me, nearly 2,000 times. Can you believe that? Hello, Alice. I'm doing that. I don't know if you're a lady or you're a bloke, but it don't matter if you're a lady or you're a bloke. Hello, nice to see you. How can I forget? Yeah, Danielle was on for most of it. Oh, absolutely, Alice. I'm not driving. I'm not allowed to drive anymore since I have seizures, so I have to have 2 years without a seizure before I can even apply for my licence back again. And I had one last year when I was at the hospital, so I've got at least another year to wait before I can even think of applying for it. So everywhere I go I have to be chauffeured. Oh yeah, we're trying to get Alice. We're trying to get the hashtag going as well. That's one we're trying to get going, asking people to use the hashtag everywhere they can. Postage and packing is still free until Monday. And then as of Monday, we add £1 per order. Just to get rid of the silly buggers that are messing our system up, causing us too many problems, unfortunately. didn't want to do it, but we have no choice. So when it goes down and when you lose signal and all the rest of it, I mean, this has been a really crap video, really, hasn't it? But, you know, 168 minutes we've been on, it's crashed so many times, and yet you keep coming back on. We've still managed to keep going. Amazing. And still managed to get up 21 likes. So before we finish, which ain't going to be too long away, we've only got an hour and a half left. Only got an hour and a half left, so we'll see what we can do in that time. We had a couple of nice biggies earlier on, big voucher codes. A couple of people got a good deal there. Yeah, unfortunately, Paul. Yes, it's because I already committed myself to the broadcast between 12 and 5, and then this came up out of the blue after I'd already made that commitment. And there's no one else to take over the live. So if I don't come on and you don't watch me in the car, then we can't have Amy on giving the codes out and Warren giving everybody the codes as they come on. So the whole thing comes to a stop. Hey, cufflinks are great. I love going out in my Jane Austins. I know I could do with one. You need a clone, he says. I could do with one. When I've got the Jane Austen cufflinks on or the Frankenstein cufflinks on, I absolutely love it. Hello Mick, nice to see you. I can't say Steve, unfortunately. It's a private thing, and there can be only one. And it's a private thing, and I don't, you know, just in case they happen to see the feed, I don't want to say. So I'll say in another feed. Thank you very much, Judith. That's very kind of you. That's lovely. For Judith. MI5. On the way to find wabbits. Hashtag I forgot them. I forgot. Fran came up with a hashtag last night. She came up with a hashtag and she posted a Twitter thing, and then I did the same, and I said, oh, do you know what, it'd be really cool if we could get a hashtag going. And she said she'd love it if the hashtag that she wrote went viral. So I said, all right, I'll do my best. Should be wearing my cufflinks. But I've only got one cufflink shirt and they're a bit expensive. So I'm going to go down to the shop next week and see if I can get another one. Watch out for the wabbit. That's the one. So every time we lose signal, if you can just go and post that somewhere, it don't matter how many, if you posted it on Twitter already or Facebook already, it don't matter, post it again. Post it in a different post, a different group, a different page. Post it in the groups that I'm not allowed into or groups that are open. You know, there's a telltale sign there straight away. I just think they look really classy. I have several sets, yeah. I love my cufflinks. I love them. And the fact that you're wearing a pair of cufflinks that you know at the moment no one else in the world has got, because no one's bought a pair of Jane Austins. No one's bought a pair of Frankensteins off me. So I know that until somebody buys a pair, when I go out wearing them, they are literally as designer as you can get. No one else anywhere in the world's got a pair. Totally unique, absolutely right. And it's a buzz. It's a buzz. Where I'm going now, there's going to be people there. They're going to be. I wish I'd have been able to have got them, but I didn't bring them only because I just didn't want anything to happen to them or whatever. You know, there's a few people here. And like I say, I've only got the one shirt. But it is a total buzz when you wear them. Because, you know, you go, where I'm going, there's going to be people wearing £500 shirts and £500 pairs of shoes and all that kind of caper. Do you know what I mean? Because they're into all that. Like, if I had my Jane Austen cufflinks, it'd be like, yeah, well, you might be paying that money for that designer item that someone else has got. I've got these and no one else has. So that's a bit of a buzz. You almost feel like the most expensive person in the room, no matter what the state of your shoes are. I reckon we'll be selling 25 to 50 pairs a week come Christmas, I would imagine. People are already starting to buy them. Can't say at the moment where I'm going. I do know this, in 14 more likes, one of the people watching, and there's only 28 people watching, so one of you is going to get 25 quid when we get 14 more likes. I mean, how good is that? The odds on you winning are quite low, aren't they? If you do a code for the cufflinks, you could sell loads today. Amy, Ian, can you use points towards making an investment? No, sorry, can't do that, because then otherwise in a way you're investing in us with our own money. I like your style, absolutely like your style in asking, you know, it's cheeky, but I don't think it's too cheeky, because it is the sort of question I would think of. I'd be thinking, especially if I had some there, I'd be thinking, oh, can I buy an investment with my points? But no, vouchers and points not allowed on investments, not allowed on the other thing. They're all in one. To build up my reward points. Suppose again. So yeah, so most of the codes, or any of the codes you can use on specific cufflinks, although we are putting one together for a specific deal on. Or did we do it already? Did Amy do it? Can you, what's the investment? Someone's asking. No, you can't. I did answer it, but no, you can't. Sorry. Really, really, really sorry, Susan. For the investment, I want your cash. Cold, hard cash. Spondoolies. Right? Folding Nelsons. Got it? Nelson Eddies, Reddies. I want your folding Nelsons. I want the cash. I want to drain your bank account. And then when you give me that money, then I'll give you some points. I can't say nationwide coin hunt, sorry mate. Can't say where I'm going. However, what I will say is, if you want to be shrewd, which you all are because you're following me, if you want to be shrewd, it's the one thing I will not compromise on in any way, shape or form, under any circumstances whatsoever. No, 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 you can't. Is there's no discount on investments whatsoever. You get 20% of your money back in points, and you get 50% in interest over 2 years. I know, I'm sorry. You have to forgive me, Susan. I'll give you lots of them though. I'll give you bonus ones. But you can't use points, you can't use vouchers, you've got to use cold hard cash. And the reason that you've got to do that, I don't know if you can hear me, Lighty, but Amy's just texted me and says I've completely gone, but it's showing live my end and it's showing. So if you can hear me, can you text Amy, because I can't answer her texts. Can you text her and let her know that the screen's okay and I'm not gone and I am getting her texts? Yeah, exactly. I think she's just having a few problems with her own end. So if you could just text her, let her know I am getting her texts, and she might have lost the screen but no one else has, and can she let us know when she's back on? Maybe if you all invest, Ian could buy a new phone. Ha 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 ha, good idea. So I was telling you our shrewd, right? Ah, bless you. So look, you already follow me. You already know when I point you in the right directions for coins and all the rest of it. And I don't think I've pointed any of you in the wrong direction so far. I don't think anybody so far that has followed us for 3 months or 3 years, or even if you've been with us all 6 or 7 years, don't think anybody has taken any of my advice and lost money. I honestly think there isn't a single person that's lost money. So, and you've bought into that with the rabbit, and you've bought into that with the Gruffalo. You've totally understood what's happening with the way that the rabbit's going, and therefore you've had some of that. You've had a lot more of it with the Gruffalo. Remember, we only had 25 coins for sale with a Peter Rabbit. With the Gruffalo, 200, and we've only got about 70 left, 60 left, maybe even less than that now. I don't know how many's left. Amy might tell us in a minute if she fancies having a look. And I think we just did a really good deal for the HMS Belfast and Britannia, so that was good. I think if a code was done for that. Giving you, no, I'm going to try and do one for you, Paul, in a minute. In a minute, I'm going to try and do that for you. Yeah, so investment, I wanted to tell you. All those vouchers, something you told me made you lose out on money. All those. Can't tell you, Liam, sorry. There's reasons I can't tell you, but I can't tell you. Can't tell anybody at the minute. That was just a sprat to catch a mackerel, that was an advertising budget. You know, if, brilliant, thanks Amy. Did you do that voucher code for the pair of Britannia and HMS Belfast? There's only 15 people can get a undated 20p for 60 quid. That's Amy commenting as me. She runs our back office. She's in charge of that. Oh yeah, you did. Okay, cool. So, someone give me a number between 5 and 15. That deal on the flipping Belfast and all that is the nuts. You really want to get in on that. If you ain't in on it, you'll use it or lose it. Judith come up with 12. Okay, thank you very much. Why did I ask for 12? I gave you the option of having anywhere in that one, right? I gave you the option of having anywhere from £5 to £15 off a pair of cufflinks. You chose 12. So Amy, if you can do a voucher code just for the cufflink section, and they can have 12 quid off any pair of cufflinks. Any pair of cufflinks. Just to get them and try them. See what they're like. Post office. Just bear with me, I've got to do Carl's parcel. If you're watching, Carl, it's going in now. Just sing or something. While I was in the post office queue. So that's your stuff gone, Carl. Be there tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, Saturday guaranteed delivery. So I'm back, about that to everybody. Look at that, we've got no watchers now, but I know there's people there because I just saw the things. This has got to be the worst live feed you've ever been on, isn't it? That's it, back up to 12. I'm watching. Hello, Belfast. Back for the last hour. Hello, Hannah. I don't know how we do it. Nice one, Carl. Yeah, great. I did wonder if you was on. Did you take advantage of that biggie? If you haven't, get in there. I did think of you when I put it up. And I think there's only one left. I only put 2 available, and I think somebody bought one, and we've only got 1 left. And then did I just see a voucher code was done for the cufflinks? I got cufflinks. Oi, oi, Paul. What ones did you get? Which ones did you go for? A letter or something else? Guess. Well, I'd like to say you went bugger it, and of course. All right, yeah, I was going to say the wrong one. What have I missed? We just made it easier to get some. Yeah, that's the big one, Carl. There's only one of those left. Get on it, mate. Don't miss about. If you weren't the one that had it, because I made 2 available, 1 went, and I thought of you. So maybe you went offline when that one came up. But get in there quick.
No.
Is it 6 o'clock already?
No.
What's that saying then? Oh, saying what time we're going to get there. Was it not 500 odd? Yeah, you had to spend 500 odd quid, 520, and you got something like 275 quid off. Mental deal, but I only made 2 of them available. Wanted to shake it up a little bit. And then some of the other voucher codes, excuse me, we gave, we only made a seriously select few available. You know. I took the Whopper. Can I text you about the contents of the order? Of course you can, but I won't get the text until after 5 o'clock. And then I'm going to be quite busy tonight, so if anybody contacts me, if you expect me to contact you, say tomorrow or Sunday or something like that, if that's all right. Means, of course you can. Of course you can. So that's Carl stuff off. Hill could get that. Yeah, I got that. Peter Rabbit. I was going to say it was you bought a Jane Austen. You actually decided to go bugger it and treat yourself. You'll never get that opportunity again. I've only got a couple of Jane Austen coins left anyway to put on them. But, you know, aviation, Jane Austen. Remember to hit the like button. If you get 7 more likes, I'll give away 25 quid. Can you do that in an hour? 24 people watching, or 7 more likes. So when the screen disappeared, was you going off posting all the links? Because when you post the links and everything, you get more people on here, you're benefiting yourself. Because then some of these people will come on, they'll stay for 10 minutes, some of them won't stay long, but you're getting the likes up. When you get the likes up, people that are watching get a little drinky poos. Hey, have we got Amy back? We've got Amy there. Amy. I bought A&W 10p cufflinks. Just. Okay, Amy. Right. See if you can do this one. See if you can follow it. Pen and paper at the ready, Amy. So you can write it down then. Right, so what is it? I forgot. I don't mind. I just forgot. I know. Ha 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 ha. Okay, my amazing Amy. Okay, my amazing Amy, right, get a pen and paper, right? 10p section. 10p letters, 10p letter section, right? People still want to collect odd letters, finish off their collections, make their name up, whatever, right? Spend £8, get £5 off, 28 available. No, 28 uses, not 28 available. Let's change that availables. Let's go to the uses. I missed that. 28 uses, that means people can use it more than once. That means the voucher will get used up quicker. That means you've got to fight for it. Right, 28 uses, because there's 28 people online, so we'll have 28 uses. And yeah, we'll try that. See how that goes for a second. 28 uses, that's it, Warren, straight on there. Amazing Amy's going to sort that out for us. And it gets 28 uses, right? So it's no longer for this one per person. If you wanted to use it 4 times, you can use it 4 times. But the voucher code itself can only be used a maximum of 28 times. So if 7 of you use it 4 times each, or 4 of you use it 7 times each, it's gone. That's to give you a little scrabble, see, and all these little things, give you something to do when I go dark. At the same time, get that hashtag out there. Any 10p letters, whichever ones they want. Uncirculated, BGC, whatever they want. Right? The only thing that I would say is, please do not buy letter A. I haven't got that many of them left. Mind you, now I've said that, probably everyone will go and buy letter A. So, any condition, I'm quite happy any condition. Try and make it as easy as possible for you. Tagged you a few times for you already, bud, brilliant. And listen, how about, here's something you can do. Those of you that are on Twitter, right, you've been making the hashtag, etc. You're on Twitter, right? So, if you're on, pardon me, if you're on Twitter, oh, is it, Steve? Yeah, it's been a, I'm not surprised though, it is a vowel after all, one of the most common ones. If you're on Twitter, would you mind searching the hashtag, you know, watch out for the wabbit? When you say 28 watching, don't forget it includes you. Gotcha. Alright, I've got to remember that. Search for the hashtag, watch out for the wabbit, and just go down the line, search it, so you get all the list, and then just go down the line and retweet them all. Click retweet on them all, and even click love on them all, or like on them all, whatever that is, that heart thing is. But if you do that, it's going to pick up on all of them. You can undo them later on, you can unheart them later on or whatever, but all the ones where people have done it, if you do that, and then just click on each one and retweet, it'll really help. Helps in the old manipulation of the system of behind the scenes in Twitter, and you know, helps get things trending. So your voucher code for that one, for the 10p's, of course it would be, is in capital letters, amazing, as in amazing Amy. And Amy is sitting there now, giggling her little socks off. Amazing Amy. She just wanted to hear me say that over and over and over again. That's the one. She is. She is. Without Amy, we couldn't do this. This has taken some putting together. This has to get these lives up and running. To have Amy on standby for those 5 hours, to have Warren there and Danielle and Andrew is not easy. And the people in the back office doing their bit, trying to wrap and pack all the stuff I got them last week as well as this week. You lot ain't going to have no money left. And remember, when I've sold out all the Gruffalos, I'm going to tell you what the next one is. I'll list it for sale and I'll tell you what it is and you can get straight in there. And maybe on the next one, I might even, should I number them so that people can choose their number? What do you think? Can't do it for the Peter Rabbit, can't do it for the Gruffalo. Well, I could have bought a Gruffalo coin and a Gruffalo package, and then I will do it. Shane, you've won the draw. How many miles left before we get to our destination? I have a feeling we've got about another hour's driving left after we finished our transmission today. It'll be amazing. I don't even know if you can hear me. It'll be amazing if we get to the end of this transmission, to be honest. How we haven't crashed and come offline, I don't know. It's gone down a few times. And people have got to watch this back. They've got to watch this back. Just to get the voucher codes. Am I alright to smoke with the window open?
Yeah.
What'd you get there?
All that.
Why didn't you eat it already? Why did you prefer it to go cold?
Alright, so that's it. I went hungry.
Oh,
Hungry.
oh. You want your chips? Can anybody hear me? Because according to my end, it's buffering, so I don't even know if what I'm saying is going out. I don't expect it is. One last winner to be drawn for eating again. I ain't eating nothing, I'm full up. I can't eat like I used to. I used to eat like a horse. Can't eat like that anymore. Yes, okay. We see, all I'm seeing on my screen is that buffering thing. That buffering thing's going round and round and round and round. Oh, that's probably why then, Hannah, because it's doing that. It's doing that buffering. Why then, Hannah, because it's doing that. It's doing that buffering thing with the circle thing. But at least I know that you can. Postage is free until Monday, then it's £1 an order. Postage is free until Monday, then it's £1 an order. Does anybody know how many Gruffalos we've got left? Oh no, it's Amy, innit? I have to ask. Amy, how many Gruffalos have we got left? That's Gruffalo coin with a letter of provenance. How many of them have we got left? Can you change your upload quality to lower, then it might run better? How to do that? But what I will do, pardon me, is I will ask Harry if he knows how to do it when we stop, when I get to talk to him later. And then I'll know for next time. Today is a total suck it and see. Right now I've got the window open, that might be a bit noisy, but I'm having a little chuff. And I'm in Harry's nice new car. Not me. Well, you're one step ahead of me. At least you sort of semi-understand a YouTube video on technology. I start watching them and then I glaze over. My wife does all that when it comes to like, oh, the Hoover won't work. Let's watch a YouTube video and find out how somebody else fixed it. She does that very well. I don't do that very well. Hello, Belfast. We got it back again. And we've still got the same stream as well, uninterrupted. Well, interrupted left, right and centre. Thank you. But it's mental the way it's got interrupted all over the place. Nice to see you taking advantage of those. Get yourself in on those letters. Watch out for the wabbit. Just retweeted a serious amount of watch out for the wabbit. So there's lots of them now. Hi Hannah. Yes please. So there's lots of them now. Last night there was only 2, mine and Fran's. I'm having a mint. There was only mine and Fran's last night. I wonder how many there is now. When we stop, and therefore it's not dangerous, could you have a little look again? Refresh the page on Twitter. See how many people are hashtagging it. Brand new hashtag.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Loads. Good for you, Hannah. Good for you. There's loads and loads and loads of posts now, tweets. We invented a hashtag once before. It's still going, I think. When you've heard me talk about Hector a lot, and I don't really know why I did it at the time, but I opened up a Twitter account for Hector the Wolf. That's fantastic, Steve. Brilliant. And I created a hashtag. It's still going. The Twitter's still going. Hector the Wolf. And there's another voucher code for you. £3 off if you spend £4. Shared the hashtag while I was offline. Excellent. FRI 1415. Capital letters FRI 1415. £3 off when spending £4. £3.99 actually. So even that makes it possible to get a letter for next to nothing. Just a bit of postage when you think about it. All these £3 vouchers we've been giving away all day. You can go and get letters. Think about that. Letters and a guide or something like that. Yeah, so I was telling you. So I created a Twitter account for Hector. And then we created a hashtag called Waggytail. WAGGYTAIL. If you have a look at it now, there's thousands and thousands and thousands. But I created that for Hector. Because there wasn't one, and I would answer people as Hector. And every time I answered someone, I would put hashtag Waggytail. Thanks, Warren. And if you look at that on there, that was created about 10 years ago. And if you've got animals and you leave a little message for somebody and you've got a Twitter account for your animal and you message someone, just use the hashtag Waggytail. And I created that so that when the animal's leaving a message for the other animals, as it were, millions of animals have got their own Twitter accounts.
It's not just Twitter that use hashtags. You can use it on Facebook and everything. Benefit.
Yeah, you can use it everywhere now. Facebook, everywhere. Instagram, all these places have the hashtag now, don't they? They've all borrowed that idea. But then you leave the comment, you put hashtag waggy tail at the end of it, and it's like the pet is just sort of wagging its tail in a friendly way. That was the idea anyway. It never trended or anything like that, but it didn't half get used a lot. I bet if you searched it up now, there'd be thousands of tweets with hashtag waggy tail in. Hashtag waggy tail and hashtag helicopter tail. Because dogs have a funny habit of having their tails go around like a helicopter thing. So we had helicopter tail and waggy tail was the one that took off better. 5 more likes, look at that. 5 more likes for 25 quid and you've got 45 minutes. 4 more likes for 25 quid and you've got 45 minutes. So what we want is this URL, the www bit of this. Have you got, have you still got John's number, Amy? Have you still got John's number by any chance? In your phone? Otherwise it'll be later on tonight or the morning before I can sort that out. But if you've got John's number, you can send him a text. On the live with me, so I can't text him and that it's 33. Did that register? Did you get that? Quick recap of some codes coming up from Lighty Collects. So there's a few voucher codes coming up if you haven't in this mammoth car journey. Well, Scott, I've got to go somewhere which I can't say where I'm going because I don't want to spoil something. It's a personal thing really, and don't want to spoil something. So I'll tell you next time where I went. But it's quite a car journey, 5-6 hours. 72 we got. One of these days we'll get up to 100. We're doing better though. I think that's better than we did yesterday. Oh no, did we get over 75 yesterday? We might have done. We certainly haven't gone up to 50 watchers today. But then there's no surprise the amount of times we sort of went out of signal. Can't imagine what's going to go through someone's mind trying to watch this back. A lot of building work going on around here. You owe your lad a massive pint or 10 later. I'm sure we can arrange something like that. I haven't looked on Facebook yet, but hashtag Waggytail's doing really well. Not Waggytail, watch out for the rabbit. He's doing really well on Twitter. I don't know how you retweet. I suppose you share, don't you? If you come across the hashtag on Facebook.
No, it's all about using it.
Oh, is it?
Not just retweeting, you need
Not
to
just
use it,
retweet.
everyone. And more people using it, that's how it trends.
Ah.
Yeah, retweeting it is good because it pushes other things that people are talking about, but
Yeah, of course, the other thing that helps is when you search for it. So if you go into Twitter and actually search, watch out for the wabbit. And if you go into Facebook and actually search, watch out for the wabbit. Because it's the analytics and all the rest of it behind the scenes. It counts how many times something's been searched for. That helps something to trend as well. And if you should do another live on your way back, seriously, you'd watch it again in the car. If you say yes, I am going to call you mental and you seriously need to see a doctor. You want to watch me in the car again, this has been a nightmare for you. Absolute nightmare for you. I bet there ain't many of them undated 20p's left. I tell you what, Amy, on that voucher for the undated 20p's, will that let you change it and just let it have the uses instead of individuals? Yes, yes. Bless your heart, Daniel. And we just open it up and just let it have the uses instead of the number of people. So if it was 15, let it have 15 uses. So if the people that haven't bought it, if the people that have bought it want to buy it again, they can. So we could do that, maybe. So we could do that, maybe. I think we might do that in future. Instead of having one per person on some of these ones I'll throw out, we might just do it. So many uses, boom. And then people can use it more than once and they get used up quicker. So I'll have to see. Harry might not want me to do it on the way back. And I probably won't want to do it on the way back, to be honest with you, because I've just spent 5 hours in the car with Harry and we haven't even spoken. And I ain't seen him for ages, so I don't really want to do it on the way back. Get a chance to have a chat to him. If it wasn't for the fact I'd already committed till 5 every day, I wouldn't have done today's, but it's got to be done. Probably glad you ain't chewing his ear off. Yeah, absolutely. Got to protect my family time. Watch me sleeping. Now that would be a different kind of a stream, wouldn't it? You know, they say people will watch people doing anything, but I suppose, I bet there is. I bet. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Try again. Video only just came back. Yeah, I think what's happening is, I think it's a little bit slower for you there, because when that's happened a couple of times, everybody else has slowly come back, but you've come back sort of last. And I think that's probably because of what's going on at your place, you know, with your speed and signal and all of that. I reckon that's why that is. So it probably takes you longer to come back than it does most other people, if you see what I mean. I've fallen asleep watching your videos many times. Really windy. Yeah, well that could be, I suppose it could be interfering with it a bit. But don't worry. Don't worry. I bet there is. I bet there are people that have got cameras on themselves sleeping. Ah, right. So now you can hear me again, Amy. Have you got John's number? Have you got John's mobile still in your phone? So I'm sure you had his number. Yeah, of course. All right, cool then. So text John, tell him 33. and tell him I can't text him because I'm in the middle of a live stream and you're on the live stream with me. So tell him yours is 33, please. Okay? At 10. Cool. Then that should get that sorted. And then the other thing I was saying to you was that undated 20p voucher that you did. I think you've set it so that it's a maximum of 15 people. So change it to 15 uses if you can. See if you can change it to 15 uses and then tell everybody you've done it, or tell me. And if anybody wants to buy another one and use up the ones that someone else hasn't used up, they can. And I think we might do that for a few of these throwaway ones. You know, give it uses instead of not the one every quarter of an hour. That has to still be one per person. The ones we throw out, I think we'll just make them uses instead of so many people. I've just got to keep getting that into my head. 3 more likes, come on. It's set to 15 uses. All right, okay, well if it's set to 15 uses anyway, then that's fine. So if anybody wants to utilise the ones that haven't been used up, they can. Okay, well my personal Twitter, not that I ever go on there, is IP Lambert, at IP Lambert. That's my personal Twitter. The business Twitter is TGBCH1. And if you go into your rewards, actually, oh thanks. If you go into your rewards on our site, there are rewards there, so you can earn 15 points or 30 points or whatever it is just for clicking follow us. If you're going to follow us, do it that way and get some points out of it. Facebook, as most of you know, is facebook.com/The Great British Coin Hunt. And my personal Facebook is, there's a £3 voucher code. £3 if you spend $3.99 or more. FRI for Friday. Capital letters 1430. Yeah, and my Facebook is EMP Lambert, so for those of you that want to connect with me over there, feel free. And then on my, I don't use it to really socialise or anything. The articles and the newspaper posters. So that's that Facebook friend me thingy. If you haven't got like a picture up or anything like that, I don't friend people that are on what I call faceless accounts. You can only have a certain amount anyway, but so you can get hold of me over there. Sort of sidetrack. Happening. Oh yeah, and everything else, and how everything's taking off. So, if you've been sitting on the fence, now is actually a pitch, I know, but it is true. It is like the best time in the world to invest. When would you invest in somebody? I mean, when, you know, knowing full well that their publicity is just about to go through the roof, or is starting to go through the roof, you couldn't think of a better time to invest. The investment side of things will start scaling down on the interest payments, because the less we need the money, the less we're going to pay out in interest. So they'll come down to like, probably they'll come down to 20%, then 15, then 10, then 5, depending on how big of whatever we get. So it is a good time to invest as it goes. It's a shrewd move to invest right now. It's a good time to invest for us year-wise as well, because we have a lot. And the more, which means should we go to court, there's not much chance of us losing. follow the logic and be Mr. Spock about it all. It's like watching paint dry in the traffic.
Come. Really?
Yeah, that's a great one.
Really, you're all going slow.
Thanks, Chris. And it really is a shrewd move. Doing it at a time when you know that the company's taking off. Are you getting a bit stressed, son?
Yeah, they're doing me head in. Everyone just wants to just rubberneck, crash or something. Oh,
We'll sit in the outside lane.
a 2.5 crash or something. Oh,
We'll sit in the outside lane.
a 2.5, 3-hour journey is now taking 6. I just hate I hate traffic. I'm sorry. It's doing me head in. And look, it's absolutely fine now. All
Yeah.
because of a lorry that's parked up, not even on the road.
Not even on the road. Rubbernecking.
Dear God. I could
People
literally-
looking, people
I could
looking.
set up a channel and just moan all the time.
People do. I saw a video of a bloke who's in his car and he drives around and he shouts and screams about all sorts of things that he's not happy with, and he's just going off his head in his car. And he gets like hundreds of millions of hits. I don't get all that. I've never tried to play to that. Put some points in Harry's account. Put some points in Harry's account. Well, I would. But the embarrassing answer to that question is, he hasn't got an account. He's never opened one. Have you?
No, I'm not a coin collector.
He's not a coin collector.
As all your friends and followers, they follow.
None of my friends
People
are.
do with coins. They have huge interest in coins.
Yeah,
My interest is cars.
yeah.
I like cars.
He likes cars, not
Like that.
coins.
I don't collect cars, but I have an interest in cars.
Because he's stressed. Put some points in his account because he's stressed. One day he'll open up an account and he'll start collecting.
I don't. If I'm stressed, a nice vodka will do me.
Vodka and coke. That's alright then. I'm gonna be bankrupt. Ha 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 ha. What'd you get? Come on, you bandit Anna, what did you get? I bet you had a little look there, tried to get the best deal you could. Just want to go. I bet you just tried to get in there the bestest. Oh, I couldn't stand it if I was in a car with you, Amy, and you was driving. I reckon you would do my filter in. You would just drive me crackers. Got another letter. And a penguin. Aye, and a penguin. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. I forgot I put them up separately as well. Yeah. Yeah, because I've got the sets up, but I also put them up separately. My end showing 73. We've got another 2 within 25 minutes. It would be embarrassing for you. It would be shameful for you. You would be leaving this feed embarrassed if you couldn't get 2 more likes. So what will you buy with it? 25 quid. What would you buy with it? I see 74. Yeah. 75. So it's going to show for me in a minute then. What are you going to buy with it then? If you get the 25 quid, what are you going to have? Get yourself ready, Warren. You did mine that in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're getting it ready. The rest of the penguins. Alright, well Warren's going to get it ready in a minute. And then he'll be responsible for picking one of you. Slow down, Amy, slow down. So I see 75 now, we made it. Well done, 75. That's not bad going, is it really? was always telling you to slow down. It's because you're a speed freak. It's because you're a motorbike racer. Pardon me. Hello, Richard. Nice to see you for the last 20 minutes. We're going to be going soon, but it's great you've popped in. Whack a like on. Get it up there. I mean, I don't think you're going to get up to 100. And a lot of hello, comment penguin. Comment penguin for your chance to win 25 quid. Comment penguin. Warren's going to take all them down and he's going to just then stick them all in a hat, pull one of you out. Warren's decision is final and one of you will win 25 quid. So write penguin now. Penguin. Only do it once. Write penguin. Only do it once. Just write penguin. And then it'll stop. Hello, Stefan. Steve. Just write penguin. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick, quick. Quick, quick. Faster, faster, faster. Penguin. Faster. Faster, faster. Bit slow there, Carl. What was you doing? Making a cup of tea? Did you go and use that other voucher, by the way? If you haven't used that voucher, then you're not thinking straight today. That's all I'm going to say. Got it. What one? Oh, Amy, would you just text John and for me and say Ian got the message? Ian said he got the message. I'd appreciate that if you would do that because he's just texted me and I can't answer him, but it's quite important. Nice to see you all. Look at that, we bumped up 32 now, 32 people on, 75 likes. And it's quite likely someone's just come straight in, gone, hello, I'm here, penguin, and they've won. Wallop. And I wonder whether or not, actually, because it's on the hour, whether or not we'll spike on the hour and go down, and then spike on the hour and go down, because everybody knows, oh, I'm going to log in on the hour. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, no more penguin comments. Gotcha, Carl. Well, write down the voucher code, Carl, if you haven't already. And then there's only one left. So write it down, and then when you can use it, go on, see if anybody's used it. If they haven't, quid's in. If you're going to buy the stuff anyway. And if they have used it, well, all right, you missed out. But if they haven't, then you could use it tomorrow, the next day, next week. You know, it all depends when someone comes along and sees it and uses it. It's only got 2 uses available, that one, and there's only one left. Watching you on my way home from work. You should. That's dangerous, that is, Bungle. Yeah, no worries, Carl. That's dangerous, mate. And there was some other good vouchers in there, so if anybody's missed out on any vouchers, there was been some really good ones today, and some of them there's a couple left, like undated 20p and all of that. You know, some really, really good voucher codes. Well done, Judith. Judith won. 25 quid for Judith. Oh, he might be on the bus. He gets the bus as well. You're welcome, Judith. I have to look at the screen. Oh, wow. So you just sort of hear it then, Danielle, as opposed to watching it all the time. Amy will add your points for you, ladies. She will, Judith. She will, she will. 76 we're up to now. So you got 24 more to go. If everybody went and made a post. That's the one, Carl, yeah. Whopper. Not Whooper, Whopper. But that's the one. If anything's going to tempt you to just go in the other room to that cupboard, you know that cupboard I'm talking about, the one with that little drawer that's got that spare credit card in it. If anything's going to tempt you to nip in there, that will. And your parcel's off and running. We dropped that off. That's on its way. So that'll be there tomorrow. I don't know what we spiked at watchers wise today, but I suppose we ain't done too bad getting up to 76. I don't think we've managed to get to 100 yet. That's a different one. No problem at all. Can't have a man getting in trouble with his lady wifey, can we? That would never do. And all of us men know what it's like to get in trouble with the wifey when you drop a clanger and you can't get out of it. So anything we can do to help in that situation, no problem. I'm always good. I'm always behaving.
Oh, this is I8.
There's the what?
My
An i8? What's an i8?
favourite car, the car that I love.
Your favourite car?
BMW i8. I've wanted one for years.
He wants a BMW i8. Some of you, of course, will know, yeah, BMW i8, I for Ian 8.
It's an electric car.
It's an electric car, apparently.
For the environment.
Good for the environment.
Only a 1.4 litre engine.
Only a 1.4 litre engine. Good for the environment. I wonder how good it was for the environment when they made all the bits that they put together. Rather 2 wheels than 4. Yeah, you and Amy will get on all right then. Great electric car.
Start button there.
That's cool. No, not a cloud in the sky. It's lovely. Bugger. Yeah, it is a bit northern. Thanks, Susan. Oh, excellent, Scott. Hello, Sue. Loves your bundles. Anyway, what are you doing watching at work? You naughty girl. Come downstairs as I can see him. I can't believe. Get away, the two of you are watching me in the same house. One's upstairs and one's downstairs. She is.
He's getting free advertising.
Free advertising. Traffic looks horrific. Would you prefer the camera to... F1500 is your last one. Get away. 200. 200. I'm back if anybody can hear me. Say bye while you can. All right, just got one more voucher code for you. Can you hear me, Amy? Tell me if you can hear me. Quick one for the diehards, for the people that have stayed in. We're going to give them a little treat. Well, you're going to get a little treat now, if Amy can hear me. Can hear, fantastic. Right, make a voucher code for. Make a voucher code for £5 off. Sorry. A minute. No, the other way around. Right. £3.50 off when you spend £5. £3.50 off when you spend £5, and it give it 78 uses. So the people that are on can use it as many times as they want, up to 78, because 78 is the number of likes that we've got. So 78 uses, £3.50 off when you spend a £5 or more. Go and get something for a £5, it costs you £1.50. 30 bob. It's all 30 bob, that's all it costs you. Being as we just got one more like and you ain't done it yet, make it 79 uses. There you go. 79 uses. And then the people that are on can just have a nice little tickle to say thanks very much for sticking with it, really. And being as there's only 3 minutes to go, just in case I get cut off, I will say goodbye now. And so grateful that you actually keep sticking with it. There's so many things I can work out, but that's just one I can't at the moment. I'll get there in the end. See you Monday. Even if I did spend over 200 quid, mind you, great value. I've watched you on your travels for 5 hours. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you very much indeed, you people. What's the code? Oh, hang on, don't go. What's the code? You have to say again, Amy. Because I missed it then, so I suppose everybody else missed it. 79 uses, can be used more than once. Code is BYE. B-Y-E. Oh, I got ya. B-Y-E. Right, and then if we get cut off, then we've all said bye-bye to each other. In the meantime, have a couple of minutes, and you go on and use them at voucher. 79 uses. Thanks very much, everybody. You just tops, you are. Watch out for the wabbit. I'm trying. Oh yeah, well done, Rob. We'll be back Monday 12 till 5 and we'll give another 5 and we'll give another £21 million worth of vouchers away. That'll get in the papers one day. Thank you very much. You're the best, you are. Absolute best.